君の笑顔が恋しくて星に願う
Hello, everybody. I am your host, Michael Manning, and welcome back to Penn State Behrend Esports. It's not just we are here today on Friday for some Behrend League of Legends, start of Behrend's League of Legends stint in the ECAC League. We're here, first proper draft law that we got linked properly, but like since start the ECAC. But it's not just me today. We are joined by someone who hasn't actually casted with us before. If you care to introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, I am Scott. I am the manager slash coach slash everything of the Behrend esports program.
It's the guy who started everything and spent all the money.
It's The Rock, yeah.
So, there's some interesting developments. I will be casting here with Scott for the first game. After that, though, I will be hopping out to play for Behrend Team 3 as their mid laner. So, let's get Scott on whether he wants to continue with who we have here, which is Team 2, or hop over to Team 3. But, as you can see here, we are deep into the draft lull phase for this first game for Behrend Team 2 versus UKY Blue. Wait, this is Team 1. Never mind. Team 1, Varsity.
This is the varsity team.
We were going to stream Team 2, but then their team forfeit. We take those.
Yeah, that's right. We take wins however we get them.
Exactly. So, Behrend's blue side, Behrend's side focusing on bot lane there. We have Zaya, Soraka, and Zac Luck. And you'd expect the Zac to be jungle, but considering Victor is on the varsity team, I'm fully expecting that Zac to be
probably
mid lane.
A Zac.
Probably mid.
They could flex it though. I mean, that's one nice thing about
Also, it's good.
You could put Zac in about 3 lanes right now.
Yeah, and he's good in all of them, which is the nuts part.
But I think at this point in time, we can pretty much guarantee that is Victor on a mid.
That was such a fast lock-in for that Bel'Veth jungle, because of course Luke is going to play Bel'Veth jungle.
If they leave it open.
Now, UKY side is the interesting one. Kai'Sa, Pyke, Mord, Syndra, and Aatrox. All characters that start pretty strong early and just get... I think the only character on that lineup that doesn't just get better as the game goes is Pyke. Like, Pyke starts at level 6, that's his strongest, and it's just kind of like coasting off of that. If he can tape knives all over himself like he builds, then that's just better. But till then,
I mean, Luke should be perfectly fine playing into a Pyke at any point in time, as that is his normal main character.
True, yeah. Luke knows how. Luke, the Nymeria, the jungler on Behrend's side, he knows how to play Pyke. Just going through the picks and bans once again. I'm surprised actually seeing the Samira ban on Behrend's side, because Behrend's ADC Cheese actually plays a lot of Samira. It may have been because UKY may have gotten first pick. Did you see that?
I think isn't Jeremy playing support this semester? Isn't Cheese playing support?
Are you? I think you're right. Actually, that's
why I run the program, Michael.
That's a roster shakeup from the last couple semesters.
It has been a chaotic start to the semester. So we have had a lot of moves. I believe that Cheese is playing support.
Okay, I thought Cheese playing support in that one scrim was just him having fun.
No, I think that is the role that he's going to take on.
As we all know, Jeremy hates fun.
It's true.
Definitely.
It is true. But we will know for certain here. I believe in the lineup there. It does look like they're lined up.
Just the first 3 picks on Behrend's side. That's a very beefy lineup.
It is. That the Kentucky team has a little bit of beef on their side as well with Aatrox and Ornn.
Definitely, but like Ornn and Zac are the two different. It's the 2 types of tankiness you see in the league. Ornn is just like, he's going to get stupid, insane resistances just because of his passive, and Zac's HP is just nuts. Like, Zac just builds HP. But yeah, definitely more bruisery on Kentucky side, but definitely going to be big. They have some very squishy members. Kai'Sa, especially Pyke. Pyke just can't build any health.
No, you're right there. This will be an interesting matchup. We played Kentucky last season, and I believe we lost 2-0. However, they have also had a fair amount of roster shakeup from last season. So it's essentially only about half of each of the two teams here are returning from the matchup last semester.
This is really interesting to me because usually you see both teams go for something different. Usually one team will focus on like really bursty, quick engages, and the other team will try and make fights go longer. Both of these teams are fantastic in extended fights. Like, Aatrox and Mord love it, Soraka loves it, Belveth loves it, Zach loves it. Like, it's going to be it's all going to be it's going to be all about the momentum.
Yeah. I don't know that I'm seeing any... I don't know that I'm seeing any invades here. I mean, there's a little bit of engage, but not enough to probably...
Kentucky's level 1 is definitely stronger, so if either team's going to go for one, it's probably going to be them. I just say that because of Pike Hook.
Sure, yeah. Like I said, but there's not a ton of it. There's not a ton of
definitely
engage. Like, if he doesn't hit the hook, there's certainly no follow-up.
Then nothing happens.
Yeah, there's certainly no follow-up there.
Yeah.
Now we get into everybody's favorite part of the match.
Yeah, we just get to talk.
Spectator delay.
We just get to really think about how these matchups are going to go. It's how I like to spend it. I think Syndra's a really smart pick in a Zach. Because Zach is his jumps can come out of nowhere, but when you know it's coming, it's very telegraphed. Like his engage is very like you have a moment to realize what's happening, and Syndra can stop that because Zach isn't unstoppable when he's dashing.
It's true. So
Syndra can totally knock him out of the air.
He's gonna have to try and find ways in which to engage from off screen. He needs to be out of vision.
And Zach's great at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's telegraphed, but he can go so far with his E.
Yeah, and if he can get behind a wall or in some bushes.
I didn't realize until playing Zach earlier in the week that you could just spam his W during his ults to deal damage around him.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
It's kind of nuts. That character could do so much damage.
Zach is in a really strong place right now.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, they're changing Radiant Virtue, which definitely is going to hurt him a little bit, I think. But I don't know how you change Zach, because, like...
Anyway, look, he still just builds a pile of hit points.
Exactly. No matter what you do, Zach will build items that make him impossible to kill and items that make it really annoying when he's around you.
Oh, yeah.
He's always going to build Sunfire.
Like a Mundo.
Exactly,
He's just going to build a pile of hit points.
Mundo isn't great right now, but he was insane like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I like playing tanky characters, so I'm not complaining, but it's really interesting how in League... so quickly tank characters can come out of nowhere. Like the most minor changes can just completely make them pop off.
Yep, but conversely, just minor changes can make them completely, useless because if you do too much with armor shred or too much into anti-healing, you have ADCs just shredding tanks.
Right, and I mean we already know that there's a lot of ADC changes coming.
That's
right. I've been on the FF14 grind.
No, I need you to know my stuff.
I do.
I want you reading patch notes.
This is gonna be I'm actually really excited. These are gonna be. I feel like all these lanes, except maybe jungle, Mordekaiser's definitely stronger than Belveth early. If Belveth can get a kill, that changes. But initially, at least, Mordekaiser is definitely in the lead. If either jungle is going to be scary early, it's going to be Mordekaiser. Other than that, though, every lane looks pretty even. I don't like laning into Soraka because she, in my opinion, she makes any lane obnoxious. Like it's just impossible to get worthwhile trades out of it. There we go. There we go.
All right.
In the game proper. I love that Mort skin. Oh, spectator bug. It's scary. It happens every once in a while. You literally just have to back out and then rejoin the game. Because they're in game, so we can. Yeah, that's Luke. Spectate game. Bada boom. It'd be really nice if Riot updated anything about the client, but
Yeah.
They gotta make more skins.
It's only problems for us.
It's okay. It's okay. I will forgive them when Project L comes out. Because then okay.
Twice. Hey,
Third time's a charm.
right.
Third time's a charm. I promise. Third time's a charm. Let's go for 3. Anyway, I haven't kept up with LCS, but hey, LCS is happening.
It is. I have heard good things out of FlyQuest this week. I haven't watched it myself yet, but
is that a team or a player?
I did. FlyQuest? FlyQuest
Yeah.
is a team.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know, like,
Oh,
DWG. Hey, even when I was super into Overwatch, I only knew like 2 teams. I knew the teams I liked. Okay.
All right. I don't know if I'm still not sure I'm ready to forgive you on that, man.
Here we go.
All right, so
That's sick. It's a minor zoom out a bit. Make sure to turn off the time controls because they're a pain. Turn on objective timers. And bada boom, there we go. Now we can just.
So are we essentially on a greater spectator delay now because it took us longer to get in the game, or are we
No,
live? With
actually,
delay?
funnily enough, we can just jump ahead real quick.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Now we are as
All right,
as close as spectator delay will allow us.
as suspected, no invades.
Okay, that's weird. This is not on tab. This is on little squiggle.
Oh, it's on Tilda.
Yeah, that's.
Well, who did? Oh, that's me. Oh, because you're on my account.
Ugh, why is that here?
There's reasons.
Okay. Did notice a ping? Yes, Mordekaiser doesn't have flash. He does have ghost, which is understandable because Mordekaiser's passive, land 3, autos their abilities, gives him speed boost. So I totally understand just that complete Darius level wanting to run people down. Looking bot side, it looks like Kentucky wants to use that strong level 1. They get a nice little hook on the Nay. Manages to back out. As long as the Kaisa Plasma doesn't proc on Zaya, there we go. It could be worse. Because Cheese can always and you're right, Cheese is on support. Cheese can always just heal Nay back out. Yeah, we didn't see the invade. We see Mordekaiser soloing his red buff.
Yep.
And
Which with the new jungle changes,
it's possible.
Basically anyone.
That's very scary. Oh, there's the flash. He'll trying to keep Nay alive. The flash coming out from him. The ignite's gonna take him. Just barely. The flash hit from Auk. Oh, the plasma proc doesn't actually finish Cheese off. That is so unfortunate. Well, Finn gets a nice little trade top lane.
Kentucky with first blood though.
Forces, I don't even know how to say that, Aatrox to use his dash in. That was very scary. That was a very ballsy back by Cheese.
Yes, it was.
No fear in his heart. Ooh, nice trades here by Finn. He knows the matchup. It's gonna be an uphill battle for Behrend's bot side. Oh, but Nymeria coming in top. Ooh, getting as close as he can. There's W. Oh my gosh, Aatrox flashes, but still takes it. Meaning that's going to be a free kill for Belveth. And that's the scary thing we were talking about.
Yeah,
Mordekaiser's still on his first clear because he had to solo Aatrox TPing topside. And Belveth has a kill now.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. She already has true form.
As we mentioned, that is a important step.
Hexafish coming butt. Looking for the what? I mean, I guess that works. Nice. Nay gets the kill on Oz.
Yeah, but there was a real risk with
and Nymeria coming down. Nymeria sees Coach Butt, comes topside again. Nice dodge by Aatrox, but that's his dash. Oh no, he's doomed. He's run to the alcove. It's over. He's gonna try and take one of them with him. He might be able to take Nymeria. Oh, but that damage reduction, the knockup from Ornn, and all that damage. That's another kill for Behrend. And just like that. Very even in gold, but that's a lot of extra XP for Behrend. There's something about that flash over and then E from Zach that's still messing with my brain. Like, I thought that was unintentional for a minute, but it worked.
It worked.
And I get it. I actually get it. Because if he had flown over the whole way, that would have given Kaisa enough time to realize, cast E, and probably mix him out.
Yep.
So you know what? Good on Hexafish. That was good. Nice. Oh, wow. That's why Kentucky picked Sidra right there. Literally. she can just say no.
Which
to
is interesting.
engage.
It was a good prediction as to him playing mid lane Zac.
Cheese pops the silence down on Entropy, but it's not fast enough. The hook still comes out. Such a very volatile space bot lane for both teams here.
Absolutely.
They're
I don't know about
trying
you
to push it
personally.
out.
I hate playing against Pyke.
But hook champs are scary. Just period. Hook champs are scary. Ooh, Xfish misses that. Alright though, because he is Zac.
He is
He'll
Zac.
live. Finn tries to dash out, but actually him getting pulled back in led to more damage. Those minions are tearing Aatrox up. Zac floating bot to help out his jungler. They see that Mordekaiser is top.
Looks like Behrend may be going dragon.
Oh, they're definitely, yeah. No, they're 100% going dragon. They've been going dragon. Belveth is just fantastic at early objective control. She definitely would prefer Baron if possible, but like you're not going to say no to a dragon.
Oh, absolutely not.
You're not going to say no to.
And at this point in time, we see Mordekaiser in the bot lane. You may have a chance to get both.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that freaking Belveth. Oh wow, that Ornn E actually didn't detonate the crystal. Ooh, that was a fantastic combo from Aatrox, but he has to be very careful because Finn has Call of the Forge God. In fact, he could just he's definitely waiting for Aatrox to use E, or he's just gonna go for it. Wow! And you know what happened there? As soon as the elemental hit Aatrox and he had the brittle stack, it was right on top of Ornn, so it just looked like Ornn headbutt him, and it instantly popped the brittle stack and killed Aatrox.
And with the demolish, I think that's an easy, quick plate.
Hefty. That's 2 kills, a plate. It is the strength of Behrend is definitely ascending as we go up the map. Because that's an Aegis of the Legion.
The bot lane still looks pretty volatile, but yeah, as you move north,
it just gets
better
stronger.
and better.
And Pyke has realized that he's floating mid. Looks like he wants to try and help out the rest of his team, but Behrend is really not.
He goes up there, but the Zac's not there.
No,
he didn't realize that the Zac wasn't in lane. So that walked in nothing, but a little bit wasted. Now he could end up. Nope, he went back the other way. He could have maybe.
I'm actually kind of surprised
by
that.
Yeah, if he comes straight down river, he might catch out Soraka.
I expected the Pyke greed brain to just keep going,
zipping in.
Always hook all the time. Ooh, that hook does not connect. Nay getting a nice little trade into Auk. Auk couldn't proc the plasma, which is a lot of. Wow, Cheese has no fear. This is why I hate fighting Soraka. Oh my gosh, the silence. Finn just walking into Aatrox now. He's so far ahead. The Aatrox really can't do anything. There's a knock up the world, and there isn't enough. Wow. That's another kill for Velvet. That is very dangerous for Kentucky. Meanwhile,
a lot of action in the bot lane. We
Coach coming bot side trying to make it. There's the dash in. She sidesteps it. It does end up connecting on Nate though. He flashes, manages to avoid the.
Oh wow!
It double damage. They're just dealing damage as Behrend runs away. Entropy's very low if he can land his hook. Nice sidestep by Nay. He's dealing so much damage right now. He might get the kill. Auk pops heal to get away. If Nay can get ult off these minions, that might be another. But no, it looks like Auk is not going to risk it back up. That was insane kiting.
That's going to give us a Rift Herald.
Yes, that is going to be a free Rift Herald, and that is like textbook kiting. That was a fantastic 2v3 fight.
Excellent micro on that one.
All that damage, when Nay's the only one dealing the damage, is the crazier part to me.
Absolutely. We're getting 2 plates out of this.
Fantastically done. Yeah, 2 plates. Wow, Behrend literally could not ask for a better start right now.
All right.
It may have looked a little like the only kill that Kentucky has is that cheesy kill they got. And Hexafish has realized to just not even try to E in. He's gonna pick up his.
You better watch out because here comes more.
Be careful. Ooh, nice little trade by Aatrox. Beast dashing in. Samir is coming top. There's the Call of the Forge God. There's the. He flashes through it. Oh my god, that was very well done. He's just staying on the move, trying to waste their time as much as possible. There's no escape. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have world under.
Another kill.
That's 3 kills on a Belvet. Uh-oh.
This Belga
And
could
she's
get
just
out of
gonna-
control. In a good way.
With Rift Herald,
In a
she's
good
just
way.
gonna push
Oh,
this. That's how it's
tower. It's done, yeah.
Belvet has the Rift Herald, she has her minions, the Voidlings are coming out.
Oh,
There's the TP. I don't know. I don't think. Well, okay, they'll be able to stop it.
We've got 2. They brought 2 to top. Okay.
And they do have both.
Lord and Syndra came to.
Nice whip by Entropy. Cheese is caught. Oh, but the wish saves him from below. Cheese just walks away. Awkward gets the ult. There's the killer instinct. He flashes.
That's
to
2 for
secure the
1
kill.
now.
That's at least something. But oh my gosh.
Still a 2 for 1, and we get to just sit here and farm.
That is Kentucky's second kill.
Yeah, and we're gonna and now you have Isaiah getting solo XP and gold in the bot lane.
Which you can't really complain about.
No.
Oh, that still has 2 minutes on that true form. We see Hexfish TP
Comes
mid.
in, protects the
Aatrox doesn't get to
play.
have anything in life. Full items coming up from Behrend already. Jack Show on Ornn, Bork on Belveth. And hell, Nay would have, I believe that's Kraken Slayer if he didn't build boots.
True.
I'm not saying that's a bad build.
No, the extra movement speed.
Second dragon is up. Behrend already setting up for it.
I mean, at this point in time, it could be tough for Kentucky to contest.
It's
looks like they're gonna
insanely
try.
tough.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks
think
like
they
they're
know
gonna
that.
try.
I don't think they know that Belveth is there. Is the thing. They're bailing out Aatrox or Mordekaiser trying to contest Hexfish, but he's 2 levels
I think
down.
I saw a pike hook try and come in there, but it didn't quite make it over the wall.
Yeah, Behrend's gonna start that Drake. Hexfish is there for guard duty. Duck trying. He gets a plate again, trying to. Good macro is like realizing when you're not going to get anything out of a trade. Oh, nice ult by Nay, dodging the stun. Oh, can't walk up. He's just letting Entropy get battered. That is. Oh no. There's the jump in by.
Oh, no.
The pull back.
Again.
Ock is down. Entropy. He's not feeling the love, man.
Ock is 2 kills, and I don't know if this tower is going to survive.
No, it definitely isn't. There's still Voidlings coming out. Mordekaiser forced to walk away. Poor bot.
Ornn just wandering through the jungle.
He's trying to. He's
going on a walk.
Oh, he's gonna steal red buff. I think. No, just get him warning.
He's looking. Well, he has time. He's not losing any
6
minions.
and
here.
1 on the. Oh man, I don't know if you want to hook in. I don't know if you want. Oh no, the double knockup coming out from Belveth. There's 1. Entropy trying to get away. Oh my god. There's 2. Hexafish secures it. 13 and 2, a 6k gold lead, 2 Drakes and a Rift Herald. Penn State Behrend is looking at an almost perfect game. Hexafish trying to dive off. I don't know.
I think he's got greedy.
No, Cheese is there to cover him, keep him alive.
Oh god,
that flash was mean. That should count as bad manners. I think Luke needs reported. That was rude. That was completely uncalled for. Oh my god! And now on top of the Jack Show, Ornn has Bramble Vest.
Behrend could not ask for a better 14 minutes than this.
They couldn't. This is like textbook. They recovered from a rough start bot lane and just played perfectly. Like not perfectly, but Behrend's. They played for topside, they got that ahead, and even despite that, they still managed to turn bot side around in a 2v3 situation as well.
Yeah.
That fight with freaking Coach there was insanity.
And honestly, the Belveth hasn't even ganked bot except for
not really, except for when she was down there for Dragon.
She was already there for the Dragon, which I don't know that I wouldn't
count that as a gank. No,
like,
Hexfish coming top. Ooh, there's the call to Ford's got the knockup. That's just mean.
Oh, they're just...
Aatrox is like, hey, I got a winner. They mute. There's the smite coming out from Coach. Trying to. Oh, he does get the pull away, but it might not be enough. Oh, there's the Death Realm. Wait a minute. If he can land a fat Q here, he's waiting till the damage reduction. That's a big shutdown for Coach.
It is a huge shutdown.
Duckman getting caught. Hexfish gets pulled in. Oh, but the double knockup from Ornn. Coach is down.
And now we're just left with squishies.
Duck dodges. Hexfish gets pushed in. There's a death from below. That's a nice little chunk of gold. Nice shutdowns coming out here from Kentucky. Despite everything, they're still showing signs of life. They don't want to just give up yet.
You gotta be careful of overconfidence.
Oh no, Cheese might get hooked here. Not quite. There's a knock-up, and he gets away. Wow, that...
And Orin's hovering.
I get so triggered by that, like, Soraka confidence. And GP has double buff on Pike.
He's just throwing away golden wards at this point in time.
There's another Rift Herald up, and it looks like Nymeria has gotten the same conclusion I am. He's going to clear bot, and he's just going to try force a fight there. If you don't force a fight, you still just get true form Belveth and get to just split push like a monster. Oh no, Nay sidesteps the hook. Hexafish comes in. That's another kill for Nay. Aatrox and Coach both floating mid to try and help, but they are just kind of overpowered. Nice
It
pullback
did look
there.
like Kentucky was going to try and contest that Rift Herald, but I'm not sure
I don't
they
think
can now.
they really can't afford to, because there's another
Behrend
kill for
does need to be a
Nay.
little careful running around in the jungle there. They don't get caught, but
They're playing a little confident. I wouldn't call it overconfidence yet. That was definitely a little bold from Cheese. He doesn't have a
at
shutdown,
this point in
though.
time, they are just a distraction while Nymeria on Belveth takes another rift.
Secures that Rift Herald, unlocks truest form, and the boys are back in town.
Syndra continues to just split push.
She's trying to make something out of this. Does take a couple times. She's trying to scale, because like she knows that is her win condition, but I'm not sure if Behrend's gonna give them the opportunity. It's another Drake up at 15 seconds. Another tower secured by Finn. Oh, Aatrox doing some serious damage here. There's the call to fortune with no dash. Big knockup. Finn might just try and escape. The World Ender comes out from Aatrox.
I think he's
another
in trouble,
eclipse
because the entire Kentucky team is coming,
very low on
coming
mana.
for a horn.
Ooh, he might if he gets knock up. Doesn't have flash. He manages to W through the chain pull.
Meantime, Behrend, I believe, is taking a drag.
Yeah, Behrend is taking an entire drag.
While Finn takes
a valiant sacrifice.
While Finn takes the entire team, Kentucky team down top lane.
Kentucky gets 600 gold. Behrend gets a third dragon. And a damage Drake on top of their very bursty lineup.
And we still have a Rift Herald sitting around here, not in use yet. But Kentucky, 4-man top lane right now.
They're just trying to get something. They're trying to secure some kind of objective. Hey,
well, they have bounties now. They can pick up a little bit of gold. They're
exactly
7K, but they're not out of it yet. They need a big team fight win at this point in time.
Absolutely. And Behrend knows it now that Ulkram is entirely alone. I'm fully expecting Hexfish to just try and go for a dive.
Belveth's gonna try and put Rift on that bot tower.
The killer instinct. Ulkram's still alive. There's the heal. Hexafish actually
he gets the TP.
He does get the TP out. Oh no, Cheese. Oh, no, Cheese might get caught too.
Yeah, that was bad. And it drags the entire team back to the Rift Herald on the bot
Nymeria. I'm not sure they can stop this push though. Nymeria's kind of amassed an army here, and every single minion that dies around him is just adding to it.
It's the truth.
And Coach is getting battered here, trying to run away. Duck secures the kill on Cheese. There's a teleport, got double knockup. Though Nymeria's very low. Oh no, there's the death from below.
What did we say about Kentucky needing to win a team fight? They might do it.
Nice flash by Aatrox. Managed to avoid the root that definitely would have killed him. Entropy. Ooh, nice hook dodge. Nay might be able to turn this around.
4v2. I think they should be kiting out of here.
He's got a... Yep, there's the death from below. Nay...
They're going to run down Nay.
He's going to try and get something out of this.
Oh, no, that was an overextension.
That was definitely a misplay from Hexafish. That just started a snowball. Because...
And suddenly Kentucky is only down 2K.
Exactly. Kentucky secured, like you said, an objective bounty. Then they secured every single shutdown off of Behrend. And now they're looking a good chunk stronger. Still on the back foot, I'd say. But definitely in a much better spot than they were 2 minutes ago. And Behrend didn't even get that in him.
Nope.
They got a tower, which is good, but
Although at this point, it's the early inhib was probably not a great thing, anyways.
Actually,
considering that fight was lost, it just allows Kentucky to farm up on there in complete safety on their side of the map. So I would say it's actually not considering they lost the fight. It's a good thing that they didn't take the inhib.
Right. Coach is walking right into the rest of Behrend. Oh, Duck with a nice cancel on Hexfish's engage. And just like that, yeah, these team fights for Kentucky are looking pretty strong. If they could get on top of Zaya and shut her out, I think they have a chance. Because Nymeria is very squishy. Cheese almost getting caught up, gets the wish, but still gets killed. That's another kill for Duck. More Splinters of Wrath, scaling him higher and higher. How many does he have? He already has 98. He's almost done. In 2 more, he gets his 50% health execute on his ult, which is massive against both Nymeria and Ney.
Yeah, he gets very scary.
Very scary. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of Kentucky's lineup is just cheating out kills and damage.
You're not wrong.
Ooh, Hexfish. There's a big engage. The flash from Duck, it only connects on Coach. Ney's very low! Coach goes for the Death Realm, but with a very nice ult by Ney, he managed to avoid it. Was that Summoner Spell heal? No, okay. That was just a Soraka heal. Never mind. Wow, Ney is playing a Toho. He managed to avoid all of that. It's a little cheeky. Oh, and we start getting nice engage by Hexfish. There's the pull. Ooh, the World Ender proc Aatrox. Oh, that frickin' what you call it?
Forge God.
Oh, there's called Forge God. Big engage. Hexfish is down. Battering Duck. Oh, Nymeria managed to secure the kill. That's another one. Ney gets Akram. Cheese is in the Death Realm with Coach. He gets the kill, but he's the last one. Well, no, he's not the last one standing. Entropy just kind of wasn't there for that fight. He got that cute detail.
All right. That was a good turn of events again for Behrend. I mean, still only a 3,000 gold lead.
That's right. And we start.
It was 8 at one point in time, I believe.
Ornn is level 13, so we start getting the sick Ornn names for the items. Like Jack Joe is now the unspoken parasite.
All right.
And that's gonna be a Baron for Penn State Behrend.
Well, we'll see how this works. There's some teleports here. I actually would have liked to see them take the 4th dragon myself.
Yeah, it's a good call by Kentucky to at least secure that. Get something in the trade. But I don't know.
It ups the pressure at times.
Belveth minions.
Soraka better watch themselves just walking up here. Same with Hexafish.
Definitely. Like, the thing is, like, no likes. Frickin' what you call it? Belveth push with Baron is insane. However, we saw the thing that has kept Kentucky in this game is how they played a Belveth push almost perfectly.
Indeed.
They caught out a member early and just focused on Belveth and the problem children of the lineup.
I mean, another good thing, just looking at the map right now, all of Kentucky's vision is in their own jungle.
Yeah, no, that is true. They're definitely in the buck for that. They although just have more vision in general.
They do, but
like they have
you never feel good about having all of your wards in your own jungle.
True. But when that's where most of the fight's happening, can't be too upset.
No.
843.
Belveth can draw them all in, and we might see a flank here by the rest of the team.
Some very nice wave clear by Aatrox and Mordekaiser. However, the nice little poke onto Ney. Cheese will keep him in the game, though. Finn acting as the vanguard for Nymeria. They really want that inhib. Inhib is down.
All right. I feel a little better at a 24-minute inhib than I did at an 18-minute inhib.
I might have jumped out here.
That's okay. I can carry this.
Okay.
With the substitute teacher in
This is. I want to see this team fight at least. Wow, missed engages by both teams. Both mid laners went for a big CC chain and just kind of whiffed it. So here in neutral, some very nice clear coming out from Kentucky. There's a stun on Ney. That's massive. Ney gets the
Call the force
dance. There it is.
Get one out. Okay, there's one.
Is down.
We have a wave.
Yeah, big wave. Entropy.
That tower is just melted.
Behrend is
the inhibitor melts.
So hard to kill. Yeah, with just the 4v5 Behrend is so much more confident. That might just be game if they can keep this pushed up. Yeah, I think that might just be it. If they can let Nymeria and or Nay auto these towers. Oh no, Kentucky isn't giving up yet.
No, I'd back out at this point in time. You've got two inhibs pushing.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, I would just go take the
X gets in. That's a huge knockup. There's the let's bounce. It's some huge CC.
We're gonna take that last Nexus tower.
Anything. You don't need to kill Kentucky. You just need them scared enough to run away, and that will be game 1 for Penn State Behrend varsity. Kentucky was fighting to the nail, but Penn State Behrend managed to take the first game. It's up to you on who you want to.
Thanks for calling this game.
Yeah.
And good luck with your match.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? We might do both. I might follow up with them. Okay. I might stay on with them, and then if this series only goes 2, we'll. I'm coming. For you, man.
There's my mic.
All right. That's right. Take your microphone.
Wish me luck, everybody.
Good luck, Michael. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the substitute teacher is in the classroom. Oh, let's see where was this one? I mean, obviously the Belveth getting a couple of early kills made a huge difference to this fight, and Nay got out of control in a hurry. The early cheese was not enough to carry the bot lane. Having watched a ton of games, Nay has excellent micro. So now put on a different team that has some stronger macro, I think he has a chance to have a really, really good season this season. But all right, we will need to go to the other lobby. Oh, lobby is full. Let's try this again. Oh. I'm not. Alright, we are back in the lobby. What I need to do is see if we have a draft law link here. But at this point in time, Behrend, the best they can hope for is an exact result from that first match. I mean, honestly, some interesting matchups here. Obviously, Duck in Kentucky's mid is, at least on paper, their strongest player, and played like it. He played a very good Syndra that game. Gave Hexfish a hard time in lane, canceling his engages over and over again. But at some point in time, they just couldn't overcome the strength in top and bot. I mean, as a mid laner, if you're losing on both sides of you, eventually you're going to be forced out, and that was the case in the last game. So, what I should do here, I don't see up. I do not see that we have our chat up anywhere. How am I gonna see what everyone's saying out there? Come on, Michael. You haven't set me up for success in here. There's Giraffe. Oh, I need a new link, everybody. Oh. I'm getting some technical difficulty notices there from the Kentucky side, so looks like they just need a second to get ready. Oh, got another friend request. Oh boy! Now my entire team's gonna know when I'm online trying to grind myself. And we will get you over to a draft lull as soon as we have a link. Got a decent crowd out here just watching the match on the TV in our esports center. I can hear them. I can hear them conversing. Make sure I got the right. Stream. I have not been in here to cast pretty much since we set this room up, so this will be a fun experience for all involved. Well, in the meantime, I believe we can put on a little bit of music, and let me switch over to the intermission screen.
Can you scroll back to that YouTube one? What was that?
Which one? This one?
What is that?
This?
Yeah.
This is just so the people outside watching are wondering what the YouTube like. It is it's music. It's just music. It's Riot provided background music that we're able to use on stream.
Oh, okay.
So obviously you guys can't hear the sound out there in the esports center, but
No, I saw the still frame and I'm like, what is that?
yeah, on screen it's just creator safe music.
Okay.
So it's something that we can use on stream. So fire that up.
All right. Good luck with streaming.
So thank you. You were live for all that. The dangers of casting in at least even an area just slightly near the actual esports center. We are in a completely different room and area, but students get excited and want to come in and see what's going on. So we will oblige as we can. But let's see, what else do we got? What other kind of news we got? It was a big week for Behrend Esports. This was the first week of matches inside of ECAC, and I'm happy to announce that we have a strong first week record. The Smash teams went 2-0. One in A Division, one in B. The Valorant teams went 2-0. One in A Division, one in B Division. I believe the Overwatch teams maybe split. No, I think Overwatch went 2-0 as well. I did not give them enough credit. Both Overwatch teams won. Again, one in A Division, one in B Division. And Rocket League, 3 teams, I think 2-1 maybe? Or 1-2. No, 1-2 I think. The Division A team had an early lead, but let it slip away to a 4-3 defeat, if I recall correctly. And now we're on to League Friday, and we have a first round win. And I still do not see a. Oh, no, he didn't send it to me. I still do not see a draft lull link. So if I don't get a link, then we might just get to be surprised when they put the champions into the client. But until then, you just get to hang with me. Although, I think I'm playing music and talking at the same time. Sorry, that's obnoxious. Again, I have not been in the booth in 2 years, so. Substitute teacher. Hopefully all the kids behave. Let me pop on Twitch here and see what's going on. Hopefully got a decent crowd tonight. Hopefully everyone's enjoying themselves. First night of League of Legends for the season. What I should do is I should go check and see how the other teams have been doing. We have 4 teams going tonight. 1 in the A division, 3 in the B division, and I believe Team Blue. I believe our blue team has already picked up a victory. Unfortunately, by forfeit. The least pleasant way to pick up a victory. We always want to try and play our matches, but sometimes things happen and teams don't show up. It's very unfortunate. We try and make a point here at Behrend to make sure that we have enough subs on all of our teams that we won't have to forfeit. I think we've had maybe 1 or 2 in the last year. And I know one of them was with some bad travel during League Worlds last year when it was here in the U.S. last fall. We had a couple players go to Worlds and didn't get checked into their where they were staying and weren't able to get set up for their match, which was unfortunate. But if you're going to have to forfeit an esports match, at least do it because you were at Worlds. All right, it looks like we did not get the draft law link, so we're gonna find this out on the fly. So we see bands coming in with Samira band again for Behrend. Fiddlesticks coming in with Behrend. Kentucky wants no part of Nymeria's Belveth again, so we'll see what we'll see what he pulls out as his 3rd jungle champ. A little bit of trauma banning going on here. Penn State happily locking in the Ornn again. Ornn had a good game last game. Let's see if Scion into Ornn. All right, and another more jungle. Nymeria pulling out the Amumu jungle. And Hexafish going Lysandra. We have Varus in the bot. No, we have Varus in the mid lane. Okay. Now, of course, we do not know the exact order in which these things were probably banned out. They banned Kentucky banned Kale. Looks like Behrend banned Syndra. And okay, interesting bands. And okay, so what do we have next? So we have an Ezreal giving Nay the Zaya again, and Cheese. So I'm guessing, just looking at these chips, I'm guessing that Kentucky counterpicks Soraka, forcing Cheese onto a Blitzcrank. So essentially, we have a sort of reverse situation here from last game, where Kentucky now has the Enchanter healer with a ranged champion, and Penn State Behrend has the engage support, a Blitzcrank though instead of a Pike. I don't know. I mean, Mumu can build tank. I don't know that he will. So and Blitzcrank is obviously a tankier support. I was going to say that I thought Kentucky had the better front line, but not necessarily. I mean, hey, with Scion, I guess if you do die top lane again, at least Scion has some value there as well. But I was trying to get to our Twitch here, and I keep ending up somewhere I do not want to be. Why is my Twitch going to one account and one account only? Let's reset that. Here we go. I mean, if this doesn't go well, we could always switch over to co-casting the LCS. It looks like Liquid's playing right now against GG. But yeah, this game was actually almost cast by Esports U, but if I recall correctly, Kentucky was not interested. Oh, you know what? What a jerk I am. Oops. I did not switch back to the game. See, this is what happens when the substitutes teacher's there. The lesson does not get taught properly. So, now that you can actually see it, we can go over the teams again. On Penn State Behrend side, we have Orn, Amumu, Lysandra, Zaya, and Blitzcrank versus Kentucky Scion, Mordekaiser, Varus, Ezreal, and Soraka. Alright. Mute that so I don't have to hear myself talking. I wish I could go back and see the chat there, but I cannot. But if you're tuning in, feel free to say hi, and I appreciate you doing so. This is every league caster's favorite time of the match, the spectator delay. Now, hopefully we don't get the spectator bug this time, but if we do, we can always back out and hop back in. In an ideal world, Behrend will close out this match in 2 games, and we'll get to swap over to the Team White match, which started an hour late at the opponent's request. The players here at Behrend will know that I am firmly against rescheduling, but if it's less than an hour, then we're willing to oblige. But when it comes to doing things like making a stream schedule, making a room schedule, making practice schedules, rescheduling matches is just a nightmare, and I can't stress enough how much I hate it. So, all right, the spectator delay is over, and let's wait for the client to reload. Come on, client. No bug, no bug. Maybe. Oh, we might actually get in. Look at that. There we go. All right. Well, of the 2 teams, now I would say this time that Behrend, if anyone's looking to possibly invade here, it would be the Behrend side this time that would have the small advantage of having the blitz hook. I mean, and we might be getting it. They're at least going to look. Last time, this could be good, because last time Kentucky's bot lane went straight down lane and warded, and this could be trouble. And the 2 flashes. She's getting Soraka's flash, but using his own in the process. Oh, Ezreal could be... Nope. So, Kentucky counter-invading, obviously. If Behrend doesn't actually stay and take the buff... Nope, everyone backed off to their own side. All right. As I say, we could actually lose our top buff to Kentucky, but that is not the case. Everybody returns to their regularly scheduled positions, and the game will proceed as normal. However, this time, Nymeria is starting topside, and I'm not sure that... I didn't look to see if Kentucky would have seen him crossing over. I guess there was a ward over there, so they do
probably know that he started topside. We'll see just a bunch of small trades back and forth in the various lanes. I would rather go see this fight for a second. Let's see if we can get a... Oh. Let's see if we get a level 2 at any of these in any of these lanes. Finn had the option to level 2. Takes a small trade advantage. Isn't able to follow up, but it looks like he'll be able to let the wave maybe push his way. Oh, small, yeah, again a small trade advantage. Oh, now we're looking bot lane and oh, Blitz looking for a hook in mid. All right, did we get it? Did we get a flash out of Varus? I didn't see. No, we got the opposite. Ooh, Kentucky gets the kill. Oh my goodness. There is considerable excitement going on out in the esports center right now. I hear a lot of shouting. Not sure from which team though. I feel like this might be from Team Gold. Bot lane crashing a wave under tower. Ezreal a little low. Finn still heavy trading into the Scion. Scion looking to trade back. Scion ability very slow. I mean, if you were to get hit by that, you deserve it if you get hit by that, honestly. It's so slow. See? Finn could have just walked out of there. I'm not sure why he stopped to take that last minion. I'd say you give up the minion to avoid the stun. Coach cut out, has to flash away. Nymeria goes in. Oh! He is going to have to run away. I do not think... They do get the kill. They do secure a kill. Nymeria still alive. Penn State suddenly has 4 people bot lane. Bears going ahead and pushing up. Top laners doing what top laners do. People around here will know that I refer to top lane as League of Legends for people who hate to play League of Legends, because they just sort of do their own thing for most of the game and don't really participate in a lot of the other aspects of the game. Will they get this kill before Nymeria goes down? They will not. A trade 1-for-1. Duck is probably not the person that you want to put a bunch of the kills onto. He is, on paper, their strongest player, and he is showing it at the moment. We have spread ours between Hex and Nymeria, which is not a bad thing. Obviously, early you want a nice strong jungle. Oh boy, Finn better watch out. Oh. He gets the kill. And the Forge God comes through and gets him out safely. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Sure. We have a jungle support duo running around the map. Engage, engage, engage. And the Mordekaiser goes down. Here comes Scion. And here comes Varus. This... Oh, good flash from Cheese. Can he save Nymeria with a... Probably should at this point in time. Nymeria is a lost cause. Nay, getting pushed around in the bot lane without his support in lane to help. It looks like Hexafish is going to try and assist him by coming down, but no, he will retreat back to the mid lane to catch his waves. Again, if you get hit by that stun, I feel like it's just your fault. However, Finn does land the knockup of his own, takes a heavy trade. Okay, interesting. while Cheese is just all over the map. And they take out Duck before Kentucky's bot lane can rotate up to support. Mordekaiser wards the dragon and then backs away. And the bot lane securing a kill onto Entropy. Will they get one back from Ezreal? No, they will not. Ezreal goes down as well. A great turn of events for Penn State Behrend. Will clear some wards, and this should be a dragon. I cannot imagine Kentucky contesting the dragon at this point in time. Although I don't see any reason not to take that ward out while you're here. I mean, we don't need to give the information. Again, you're there. Finn getting stunned, but gets his own knockup. It could end up being a fairly even trade. He gets knocked up again. This could be trouble, because here comes the Varus. Varus wants a kill. I would get out of there, Finn. I know Ornn's a little slow. This is just... Oh! He gets the Scion, but the Varus is going to secure the kill. So 1 for 1 and another kill onto the Varus. The Varus could get very scary. I feel like Cheese is just wandering a little bit at this point in time. I don't know that he needs to be up here looking for Varus. I assume that's what he's doing. But Behrend ahead 4 kills, but only 1,500 gold. It's certainly not. Oh, here the Moo engage, the stun onto Soraka, the re-engage, and down goes Soraka. I'd have to go back and watch the video of the first game again, but I feel like that is a difference between a couple of our fights here in the bot lane, is that when Behrend has gone in for the engage, they have targeted the Soraka and not the Ezreal first. Whereas I feel like in the last match, Kentucky tried to get to Xayah first, leaving Soraka to keep them alive. Varus and Lysandra dancing around the mid lane. I would be careful if I was Hexafish. Varus is starting to scale up a little bit. Hex does have 2 kills of his own onto Lysandra, but I would still not want to see a couple more kills put on to Varus at this point in time. You will notice from my casting that I will not be calling out as many of the moves and things like that because I don't know them all. I am not a Fantastic League player. Oh, and Coach walks right into 3 of Behrend's players. I don't even think we really even had to use very many abilities there. And this is probably going to lead to a rift. I don't see any way in which Kentucky contests that Rift Herald. So another map objective, going over to Penn State Behrend. Man, I'm gonna have to talk to Finn. That Scion stun is one of the slowest abilities ever, and he just can't quite get out of its range. But it's hard to argue with results here, and the Blitzcrank hooking back the Soraka again. This Soraka is having a rough game so far. They are 0-3 and only have boots at the moment. Meanwhile, the Xayah should be getting closer to having an item. Lysandra being forced back to, or Lysandra taking tower plates, and again the stun onto Finn. The Scion playing very passive right now. Oh, Hex taking some unnecessary tower shots. And Finn does manage to avoid the stun that time. Goes with the unstoppable to prevent the stun. Knocks up the Scion. Here comes the Forge God, which Scion sidesteps. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. No, too much healing on the Scion. This could turn the other direction if Finn's not careful. Goes unstoppable again. They will both walk away at about 8% health. Uh-oh. Here's Hexafish. But I don't know if they have the damage. And here comes Mordekaiser and the rampaging Scion. Yes, Finn goes down. So a 1-for-1 with the kill going over to Mordekaiser. Hex trying to get away, has used his flash. Oh, maybe he hadn't used his flash. Amumu takes the Drake while they're chasing Hexafish across the map. He is all the way in top lane at this point in time. And under tower, the Varus, though, does not secure the kill. Lissandra walks away, and Finn returns to his lane to protect him. Meanwhile, Behrend down here in the bot lane, gonna take a tower probably. Yep, no doubt about it. And they may just go ahead and escort Shelly down to the next tower. Ornn has returned to top lane. Needs to be careful. There is a Varus and a Scion in that lane. And the Shelly does get in for another half tower's worth of damage. Blitz again looking for the hook on Soraka. Oh, the flash hook does not land. Just missing Soraka. I will, because I'm a nice person, I will give Soraka the credit of dodging that hook, but I really think that was just a not quite perfect range by all right. I think Lissandra should probably just walk away before the Scion runs her down. I think Hexafish is gonna be okay, and Behrend secures 2 kills in the top. A big kill onto the a big kill of the Varus. Lissandra actually winning mid lane against Varus by pretty much every metric. More kills, fewer deaths, more CS. Xayah now almost 35, 36 CS up on Ezreal. Mumu way up on Mordekaiser right now. And the Scion and Ornn fairly even. How are we doing? Quiet in chat tonight. Behrend backing for items. And what are we building? How many of... So, 3 items on the... 3 full items on the side of Kentucky. 4? Meanwhile, Behrend has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items built. Oh boy, Ymiri is on a killing spree. Varus getting caught again, trying to split push. Which, if Behrend was being observant, they should have seen that the mid laner Duck was very aggressive in split pushing last time. I think Finn is in trouble this time between the Mordekaiser and the Raging Scion. So they trade 1 for 1 down there. Meanwhile, Behrend has about a 6k gold lead and are up 11 kills. Let's see if they learned anything from last match. It was in about 4 minutes last game that the Behrend took a bad team fight, and Behrend's going to try and secure the Rift Herald before Kentucky arrives, but Kentucky is coming in force. Sandra rooted. Behrend does get the Rift Herald. Wow. Zaya just popped the well, and I think maybe we got the Blitz shield break as well. Behrend chasing down Kentucky into their own, and there's the Blitz hook. And Behrend secures 4 kills, losing no one. And Sion is back on the map to find himself all alone. If he comes out of base right now, he may find himself with an Amumu and a Blitzcrank. I suspect he will probably just hang around until the rest of his team's done. Okay, now here is where Behrend needs to resist getting greedy. There are objectives to take on the map. They should go take them, and they will take this dragon, and I don't see a good situation for Kentucky to contest that. So another objective secured for Behrend. They have 2 rifts and 3 dragons, and now a 9k gold lead. But again, it was at almost this exact point last match that Behrend had an 8,000 gold lead and managed to give almost all of that back before finally securing the win. But I'd rather be on our side right now than Kentucky's, as they are trying to defend their base towers while we are attempting to take a couple of the outer tier towers in the other lanes. Oh, are we going to get Sion cut out? Here comes Blitzcrank. Sion, oh, look at that. Gets away. Blitzcrank was just seconds away from throwing that hook in. Oh, now he's going to get the... Oh, yep, he got the hook. And Sion is down. Everybody walk away. Orn v. Varus. I think I like Orn at this point in time, as long as he doesn't take 2 more tower shots. He could take... Oh, here comes the Ezreal to clean up, though. Will Finn see it in time? I think not. Well, he would have to heal. Oh, he may get out. He does get out. And Ez used his long-range attack already, so I think Finn is safe while Penn State Behrend pushes top lane. 4 players and a Rift Herald. You just ride this in. I think this is a crazy move for the Sion. There are 4 Behrend players in here. Well, again, I don't want to start getting I don't want them to start getting overconfident, because this is, again, that is almost the exact play where they almost threw that last game. This time, they all back out. I think we've learned something from match to match. A full-strength Ornn versus Ezreal. I will take the Ornn at this point in time. I don't think Ezreal wants that fight. More and more excitement out in the esports center. I am pretty far away from the action, but I can still hear when shouts go out. So being on spectator delay, I don't know what they mean, and I don't even know if it's in the same game I'm watching. In fact, I'd say it's probably not, because the game we are casting right now is as far away from where I am as you can get in our center. Boy. Wow, okay. Did Nay know he was going into 2 people there? I feel like he didn't, but his team collapses on Mordekaiser. Wow. Nay is having himself a game. 11-1-2. And the Soraka is probably going to go down again here. Yep. Slowly. The Varus trying to save. Finn is sort of caught out a little bit. He's surrounded. He's going to try and walk away. The rest of Behrend's team heads to safety. Wave's still pushing towards base, so they should have the opportunity to walk away if they want to, and they should want to. I don't see any reason to engage this fight right now. Unless Kentucky pushes up one by one. If they're going to do that, then you have to take the advantage where it's given. I feel like this is a good time to recall. We still have plenty of pressure. They have no priority. Kentucky has no priority on any lane. There's no way they could start up a Behrend. The Dragon's not up. Behrend should buy items, get back on the map, full strength, ready to contest the next two objectives. They are looking at Dragon Soul at this point in time. Kentucky looking Dragon. Now, that last game we did trade Drag for Behrend. We could look to do that again. Instead, it looks like Penn State is trying to set up a fight in bot lane, but yep, here comes the TP. Here comes the call of the Forge God. Misses most every, but I don't. Nay might be too strong. Well, okay, here comes the sign. If they get Nay, nope. Secures the kill on Mordekaiser. Varus shuts down a Mumu. But I think there's just too much damage right now on Behrend's side. And once they chase down this Ezreal, I think that's probably about game. They will take Dragon Soul. They could back. And then they could go Behrend if they want, I believe. And at this point in time, Ornn can just go ahead and push this lane. Behrend in a commanding position right now. Up 23 kills and 13,000 gold. Oh. I think this is a thing that happens. Like, now we know what happens, but I feel like there's a way in which we get to see the end of the game. How do we get back to... Where's the rest of the game? Oh, here it is. All right. Spoiler alert, the game's over. Let's see how it happens. Behrend does push towards Behrend. Are they going to try and take it? No, it looks like they may collapse mid lane. Kentucky is spread out. She's calling for a Behrend. I think that's what I saw. I think I saw a ping Behrend. They may catch Mordekaiser out if he gets within range of the Blitzcrank pull. But Behrend going to start up Dragon or Behrend. Again, very little prio. Kentucky now, I believe, realizes that we are on Behrend, but it is too late. Behrend secured. And it looks as though Penn State will try and bring about a game-ending fight. There's the Forge God. On to Soraka. Soraka goes down. Nay is tearing up everything in his path. Blitzcrank running down Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser removed. Ezreal desperately trying to hold that last tower. He could get caught out as well. He's sort of in no man's land. Behrend's behind him. He does get back to the safety of the Nexus towers, but that feels like just a temporary respite. Nymeria taking turret shots for no reason, but hardly noticing. Very tanky Amumu at this point in time. The mid inhibitor goes down. A Behrend buff wave pushing towards the Nexus towers. They will burn those towers down in no time. Look at the damage that Xayah is doing right now. It is insane. But that's what happens when you have 13 kills at 26 minutes. Oh, a Mumu. Mumu is going to be killed by the tower. Unfortunate. Oh. Nay gets himself out, and the Scion goes down. Hey, better watch out, because the Scion doesn't really just end. This game is all but finished. The Nexus Tower falling, and Behrend takes the series 2-0. Good games to both teams. And we can go back to the end game screen, which we already knew what happened. So I want to thank the University of Kentucky blue team for joining us in this match. Well fought. Very, very different teams from our matchup last season. I don't know if they have players playing in other conferences and other events. If they had some graduations, we had some graduations. We lost our top laner from last season and our support from last season. So very different teams, but Behrend varsity team off to a fantastic start to their season. 1-0 versus Kentucky. We are going to go on break here for a second. I'm going to see if I can find us another match to watch. This could be a long break depending on where the teams out in the esports center are in their matches. I know Michael went out to play. So, alrighty, I will look to find us another match. All right, and we're back. We have switched over to Behrend Team Gold, and in the meantime, I have brought in our League of Legends captain, Mr. Luke Miller. Welcome to the booth.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
I'm actually going to let you lead most of the play-by-play on this one because you will know it better than I do. I mean, I like League of Legends, but you're better at it.
Very well, very well.
But so we are in Team Gold's draft against Loyola of Maryland, and it looks like we have bands of Jax, Caitlyn, and
Riven.
My eyes are bad,
Coming
man.
down. Does our top laner play Riven at all? I don't remember ever seeing a Riven in the Champ pools.
I don't know that he does, but maybe someone has a bad experience with Riven.
Maybe.
I mean, there are certainly champs that I will ban no matter what, even if I know my opponents don't play them.
I'm willing to bet it's just because of his mastery score. He might have a high mastery with it.
He might. May indeed. So it looks like Behrend is starting with Set in the top lane. The Echo jungle. Victor mid lane. That is a pick I believe Quincy is very comfortable in.
That is a very big comfort pick for Victor, as well as Victor. Especially Echo getting to be played here, because I know that Preston does not play a whole lot of champions. He's still relatively new to the game. I believe he's only been playing for about 2 months now. So.
Oh wow. So yeah, if he's able to land on a pick that he has at least some comfort on, because that's one of the two strategies you can have. If you have a newer, weaker player on a team, one strategy is to ignore them and target the stronger players, or the other strategy is to target the smaller champ pool of the weaker player and really force them out of it.
Really make them a fish out of water.
Yeah.
We actually just had that in our games, where we had a Scion one trick. Who was their unranked player.
Yeah.
And our first game, we banned him out, and I sat on him top lane, and he had no idea what to do.
Yeah. Bold choice then to give it to him the second time.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, we didn't really
fear.
We didn't really prio it. We knew he wasn't going to be as big of a problem. Our attention was more focused on the mid lane because we didn't want Mike's interest.
No.
So that's annoying. Mike.
The mid laner was their strongest player on paper, so.
ADC getting Jinx here is actually really good.
Alright.
Mike being known for landing his rockets
Excellent.
across the map.
Tristana, I trauma ban for me. I fare very poorly against Tristana in my game, so I never like to see a Tristana in there. But with a Jinx, if you can get Jinx rolling.
Oh yeah, if you can get her later, if you can get her to, I believe it's actually just 2 items now that IE's been changed. But when she hits 2 items and she starts landing rockets,
you can snowball right down the lane.
Especially if she gets enough gold that she can get her Runans with proccing that Infinity Edge. Ooh baby, that's a lot of damage in team fights.
Yeah, that's spicy. Alright, we are approaching every caster's favorite time of the game, spectator delay.
I will say, I have played that Victor versus Anivia matchup.
Mm-hmm.
It is not fun.
No, I would imagine it's not. Anivia is in a very strong place right now.
She's one of the strongest mid laners currently. As I'm not entirely sure why. I believe it's because they reverted Seraph's Embrace to now be the lifeline passive rather than what it was before without shield.
And she, I think she's one of the characters that benefits really strongly from the Rod of Ages and Archangels.
Yep.
Yeah.
She does the Kassadin thing.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Speaking of, interesting that they banned Kassadin rather than trying to perhaps cryo pick it or leave it open. But I'm not sure about Quincy's mid lane pool. I know because Lux is very annoying to play against. I played against that pretty recently, and it was not fun because I just don't like the champion personally. Same reason I don't like Amumu. I think it's just too low risk for high reward.
Well, you've had the experience of playing both mid lane and jungle recently. So you moved some teams around, so you're back on jungle, which is where you were last semester.
Yes. And no, I was support here before. Well, No, I flexed that.
No, so you
I
went
would
just
flex
everywhere.
that. I was kind of all over the place. That was when that was my team gold days.
Look how far you've come. From gold to varsity in just 2 years.
I'll be interested to see how this team can actually fare against some Team Blue or Team White, because they haven't. I don't believe they've scrimmed yet. They really don't think they've practiced either.
Yeah, but and we have other than our varsity team, we have some fairly balanced teams. So we'll be interested to see how actually they can perform against each other, but how they perform in this division. They're all in Division B in ECAC, and you would think that it'll be interesting to see who gels as a team the best, because that will really probably be the difference between each of the teams and how they finish, because they are on paper pretty even.
That's
I
always
see
on
regular
paper.
caster Michael waving us. His game must have ended. So, Michael, how did your game go?
We won game 1.
Nice, congratulations.
Team 1.
I died
going
in lane against you 4 times and then did the rest of the game. I don't
maybe
like that channel.
we're just talking about Movie now.
You can be taught.
Even a blind deaf dog can do a flip sometimes.
That's right. Well, good luck in your second game. Let's bring home a victory. I wouldn't put that on stream.
Okay.
All right, spectator delay finally coming to an end here.
All right, now here's where we get to cross our fingers. Will we have the spectator bug, where it just kicks
Where
us
it's
to
just a
lobby?
black screen?
It just kicks us to lobby. Oh, you know what? We might be
We-
playing music over top
We,
of
in
our.
fact, are doing exactly that.
Well, good.
Yeah, that's Star Guardian music.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that they do provide us royalty-free music that we're allowed to play on the back of our stream. But
Yeah, honestly.
that is also why we have a full-time caster and not leave it to a bunch of schmucks like us.
Part-timers, thank you.
That's right.
I believe I've casted like 2 other games before. I think that was the fall warm-up.
Okay. Yeah.
Did that remotely. That was fun.
That was a fun little tournament. It was very low pressure,
Low stakes.
Yeah.
Very low stakes.
Just fun to get some extra games in. But conversely, we have Seagull this weekend as well,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little higher stakes.
Seawall coming in tomorrow.
It is.
Hopefully
3 o'clock.
Varsity will have a game to play, but
I'm hoping so, but there's been talk from the other team that they may or may not be able to make it. So hopefully
Varsity will have a game.
Hopefully we get 2 games in.
I believe the Behrend White team will have a game though. My team.
That's good. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to play games when we can, but as you all know around here, I'm a stickler for schedules. I do like a schedule. We have a lot going on here at Behrend Esports, and trying to accommodate the looser scheduling of some of the other universities, we'll say, is just not something I'm willing to do.
Interesting to see here though is that the Red Side's bot lane did not actually look for blue here. They just waited in the bush. Caden kind of getting caught out a bit here.
Yeah.
Forcing him to flash this early is not good, especially with the first strike coming out.
That is not ideal.
Well, I believe that was Quincy's first strike actually. So maybe okay for mid lane. Really, really bad things going on for top lane, especially into a Scion matchup where he'll be looking to proc that grasp as often as possible. With honestly now pretty much no stakes, especially with Kane starting topside. He might be able to level 3 come top.
It's very possible.
Something that Kane really needs to look out for, but
Victor will be looking to poke Anivia as much as possible.
Mhm.
He does have the early range advantage.
he did start E, which is abnormal for Victor players. Usually people run Q first so that you can win those trades a lot better. With the shield it gives. Not to mention the powered auto that just procs first strike harder.
That's great. Well, Caden does come back, however. He's basically, at this point in time, back to full health, and is now ahead in health in the top lane.
Mm-hmm. Hitting level 2 first, being able to walk up and just say, no, you're going to fight now. Really helping him out there.
Now, I was giving misses the stun. I was giving Finn a little bit of a hard time in the last matchup.
And here it is, the level 3 top lane
Yep.
Kane, just like I said it was going to happen. Not entirely sure if Kane's going to be able to pick up a kill here. Ooh, unfortunate that he's going to that Kane gets so many orbs off of that first blood kill.
That is not ideal.
He's going to be a good way already to rost off that. As I'm sure people already know that Kane does gain additional orbs for getting takedowns rather than just fighting people.
Correct.
A very significant amount, actually.
Now, Kate does it exactly what I was making fun of Finn for, is that Scion ability is about the slowest ability in the game.
It has the longest wind-up for a basic ability.
And I feel like getting stunned by it is just trolling a little bit. I mean, you can so easily walk out of it.
It depends really on your character. Typically, melees like Set should be able to just walk out of it, but it depends really on if you have boots or not, where you are at the start, and your reaction time. Like right there, he was able to actually react to it by pressing his E to cancel it. However, canceling Scion Q puts it on about a 2-3-ish second cooldown rather than the full cooldown. So that's going to be up to 4.
You're just going to see it again, then.
You're literally just going to see it again. Ooh, maybe. He's fighting a lot of minions there. Unfortunately, not able to pick up that kill. Probably rightly so, being so low health. He will be able to use his passive, and I believe he might have a refill pot here.
Oh, here comes Kane.
Here comes Kanye.
Right into the stun, and there goes.
That is a potentially dead.
This is
Morgana here. Exhaust coming out. Dive from the Tristana. Oh no! Disaster! Now coming in, being able to secure the kill on Kane. Janna forced to flash away. Exhaust and heal still up for red side. Oh baby, no sums on blue side, but absolutely worth it for the 2 for nothing there. That's going to go a long way in getting Jinx to that 2-item power spike there.
Huge switch up there. It looked like Behrend was in trouble.
That was going to be.
Play.
That could have swung either way, but Tristana just getting way too greedy, going for the turret dive. Honestly,
I believe if she is 6th player.
If she had just walked out without getting herself killed, just taking all of bot lane's sums. Yeah. They could have just pressed that advantage pretty much for the rest of the lane phase.
And they may have had enough people down there. They could have had someone else dive that.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of patience probably would have gone a long way there for red, but Behrend keeping it together.
Patience.
Morgana landing that Q on the Trist underneath the tower just sealed her fate.
Yeah.
Victor hitting level 6 now, as well as Anivia. This is where things get really, really annoying, because Anivia is now able to just spam alt the wave, because I imagine she has tier as well. Why does
my tab key doesn't work? Right here.
Oh, it's gross. Tilde.
I know. Michael said the exact same thing. Why is this on this? Don't ask questions. There are reasons.
You play with your fingers on 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, I don't.
Good.
I'm a hot.
You're not a Smite player then.
I am not. No, my problem is I'm an MMO player, so I play with my fingers on WASD, and so I will go in for abilities, and I'll have my fingers on the wrong keys.
I'll go to hit E, and then boom, flash.
Yeah, exactly. 100% that has happened, and not once.
Morgana really just fishing for these Qs here, which I have been advised is not something you really want to do.
No, you want to hold those,
especially against a Tristana, because when Tristana knows that Morgana's Dark Binding is down, she's just has free range. Yeah, I'll jump in and say, "What up, nerds?"
Yep. You need to have that ability to peel.
Mm-hmm. Janna poking with Q also has that same effect, where now bot lane's all right. They know that they can either go in, go out, whatever they want to do.
Hits the binding, but at that point in time, it's too far away to do anything.
It's too far away.
Yeah, I mean, Jinx is not going to want to overextend herself to try, because by the time she gets in there, the binding's worn off.
The binding's worn off. The bomb is already on her at 3 stacks at least.
Yeah, and that's not.
That's just begging for a jump reset.
You need to hold that binding a little longer.
Top lane still going okay. It's League of Legends for people who don't like League of Legends.
My favorite line.
It's a one-on-one fight.
We don't want to participate in the rest of the game. We don't need to worry about objectives. We don't need to worry about team fighting. We're just going to go here and smack each other for 25 minutes.
Something I did just realize about this, the Set versus Scion matchup is that late game when Scion has his 6,000-7,000 max health, that Set ult's gonna hit for a lot of damage.
Damage, right?
It's not true damage.
Okay.
I believe it's physical damage, but it scales
percent.
with. Oh my! Ooh, Jenna coming out with a really good block there on the Super Mega Death Rocket. I believe it would have actually killed the Tristana, if not taken her to 1 HP, but she's still forced to heal. Woo!
Victor continues to poke at Anivia.
He's just going to continue to poke and farm, and they both want to do that, but he wants to more because of the first strike.
Yep.
Playing Victor, you really, really are item dependent. He needs his lootings to be able to clear the wave, and before that, he needs to have his augment up. But in order to do that, he needs to farm.
He absolutely does.
He needs to farm or get takedowns, and takedowns in an Anivia lane are not something you're going to see.
Not too easily. Though
he looks like he's going to try and go for it here. He's got the ultimate. Chaos Storm coming down, forces out the egg. He doesn't have the damage here, though.
I don't think so.
The Anivia's going to pop, but she's going to be stunned directly under the turret. No damage. Morgana coming in, but catching a stray Anivia Q. I don't actually know the name of that ability.
I do not either.
But 232-second window to kill that Anivia. If Echo is able to come mid lane at all, now's the time. Within that 4-minute period.
Yep.
She still does have flash, though, which is slightly concerning for Behrend. Herald coming down a little bit early here. They really should focus on taking the first easy plates by themselves and then dropping the Herald, because that way the true damage you get from the Herald's charge will delete the last platings, giving you that extra gold.
Yeah. And the last platings, as we know, actually harder to take down than the first platings.
They take forever comparatively. Yes. Again, looking back at this top lane matchup, it's still just slugging away at each other, but not a whole lot being able to happen. Scion getting those Grasp of the Undying procs, though, is kind of bad news for Set here, as he's not going Heartsteel. He is going Blade of the Ruined King. Scion's still going Heartsteel, of course, because, hey, why not?
That's right.
Again, we have two farming matchups. Very interesting to cast. Ooh, taking a lot of damage off of that EQ combo, though. The wall pretty well placed.
Interesting. He no. But that was a situation that was, again, a little risky. He fished for the binding again, and he hit it. But so what? The Janet was so far away. Who cared?
Barely takes any poke. Kane coming in, ganking top now. Ooh, I'm not sure if Kane can get out of this. Whoa, wait! Pops the ult. He tries to get the Kane into the tower. Maybe hitting a big W there, but runs out of grit as Kane just lacks damage at this point, surprisingly. He only has his Iron Spike whip, but I expect him to do a little more. Tristana jumping directly into the Flame Chompers. Janna all kind of securing her position, but Echo coming in. Oh, that's huge.
That is huge that they get out.
Ooh, unfortunate that Janna gets her shield back just in time to block the rocket, but now both red team bot laners missing their flashes. Heals still on cooldown. Will probably be up by the time it comes in.
Is that going to catch Scion there?
I'm not sure about that, but Anivia forced to flash away from the Victor. Ooh, if she turns around and sees him, ooh, that could have been a big kill for Anivia there if she just turned right around to kill him, but Frostbitten passive would have actually done enough damage, I think.
So.
Big things happening, but unfortunately, nothing's happening. Failure to secure kills kind of all around here. Victor farming up, looking for the kill, and there he goes.
Yeah.
350
Kane
gold for
doing
him.
Kane things.
Kanye walking through walls again. Fortunately, we're not quite able to see. Yeah, not able to see his abilities here. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
Oh, Set in trouble.
Ooh, Set in trouble here, actually dying to the Kane Q as well.
Oh.
That's big. As that might just give Kane form here. So he's going to come back as Ross, I believe. There's no way he goes blue Kane in this game. There's simply too much beef with the Set. Not enough
This is
damage on
this
his
is
part.
definitely a red cane game.
Yep, there it is. Rost coming out. Time to buy heel cut, baby.
Blue cane is getting a buff in the next patch, I heard.
Yeah, well, it's still garbage.
Yeah.
He's still able to. Well, he is able to one-shot squishies. That's just kind of it. Unless he's
Yeah.
insanely ahead. There's too much counterplay now to assassins like that, where he just doesn't have the damage.
Yeah.
Scion finally getting his heart steal before. Ooh, right as Set gets his Blade of the Ruin King. Trade's now probably going to go towards the Set or towards the Scion in a long game, but Set in the short game here. As remember, Set's passive gives him health regen the lower he is.
That is true. Behrend's bot lane bullying.
Really just out bullying this Tristana here. They do need to be careful though. Kane is on the bot side of the map.
And
No
here he comes.
no vision at
Here he
all
comes.
in their jungle. Ooh, Ward spots the Kane,
but
but it's just a little too late. Tristana going down. Jinx excited now. Probably going to picking off the Janna. Can they turn on this Kane here? This is the question. Kane smiting it, but laying the binding in the
There it is.
Whew.
The
Jinx
binding
triple
came
kill
back.
for Behrend. Rocket's still in his pocket. Flash down for Jinx and exhaust as well. That exhaust coming out was beautiful.
I was not sure.
It allowed the Morgana to land the binding on Kane and just sitting him there forever as the Flame Trumpers come down as well.
As we had talked about using those bindings, Morgana had used the binding early, and then King came in, and it was just a matter of trying to survive till that binding came back.
And Tristana jumping in just a little too early before Kane was actually fully in there.
Behrend transitions that triple kill into a dragon, and we are 1-1 on dragons.
Behrend coming up with a 5k gold lead here. This will translate really nicely for them into the late game if they make it that far, as they do have such a good scaling comp with the Victor and the Jinx here. Not to mention a Morgana Q anywhere from mid to late game being basically fatal on everyone except Scion.
That is very true.
It'll be interesting to see. Nothing very much happening top lane. Wonder if they're actually going to hit the Herald as well. I know that Behrend already got one, but the second one coming up only around for another 5 minutes. Leandri is finishing up for Morgana here. That's going to be actually a lot of damage on Scion late game. And if she gets heal cut, that's a lot of lasting heal cut. She gets Oblivion Orb or even just the full Morellonomicon. Big stat stick
It
nowadays.
does look like Behrend is going to try and take a rift here.
It is. Kane top lane
Kane
though.
is- and here comes Anivia.
Anivia already rotating towards it with Victor slightly behind.
Here comes
They get the
Kane.
vision on it. Kane walking through the wall, going straight for Echo, but backing out. Here comes the
Here comes
Scion. It's going to land on the Set. Victor dropping the Chaos Storm down with the Gravity Field. Ooh, that's a very dead Scion. He's going to walk around just looking for his Heartsteel procs now. Forces the Echo to ult. Is he still going to survive back there?
Anivia falling.
Olivia getting
Jinx.
absolutely
Jinx
caught
excited.
out here. Jinx excited, running for it with the W, forces the Janna to flash. Behrend finally securing that Rift Herald as Kane backed off and went for his Krugs there.
Jen and Tristana forced to try and defend this mid tower. I don't even think they're going to try.
I would actually be surprised if Victor stayed around. He's very out of mana, and I imagine has a good amount of gold on him now after that fight.
Here
Comes Kane looking
at a
top
catch.
lane. Set immediately ulting him, but getting W'd in the process. Ooh, he's got to land this big ult. Ooh, unfortunate. I believe this just
here
spells
comes
the end.
Tristana.
Tristana coming in to steal the kill from the Kane. Good for the Tristana, but ooh boy, that might be
Well,
rocky.
Tristana did need something.
They did need something. They were getting kind of schlacked in the bot lane there.
We couldn't. It looks like
Scion just unable to walk up against the Jinx Morgana here. Kane coming in from the side though. Black Shield
Morgana
down.
just used the binding.
Binding goes down. This looks like it's going to just be a... Ooh, Janna forced to ult. That crit rocket did so much damage to her.
It did. I was worried about that Kane circling back. He wandered up, but he still could circle back.
I think without ultimate, he might just die to Jinx's raw
He
damage
backed.
there.
He backed, so that's no longer a threat.
Mm-hmm. Behrend looking to secure Dragon here. Not coming up for a while, though, I don't believe.
I still would like to see the Morgana hold that Dark Binding just a little longer. Sounds like a perfect coaching session, Kevin. Well,
Good
when we
things to
review
point,
this
good
mod,
things
I
to
think
point out for these people.
I think we're gonna talk about holding your
but holding your
CC.
skill shots, holding your CC, moreover. Echo doing a good job to just not give Scion his Heartsteel proc. That's just what he was looking for. Ooh, Victor coming in for a cheeky first strike, 29 gold. Not bad for just walking up to an EQ. Looking to go in on the Scion here, but he's just going to walk out after hitting the Heartsteel proc on Echo there. Anivia forced to go top with Morgana in tow.
Oh, misses the binding.
So wing and a miss with a Rift Herald coming down to secure the
Rift
turret.
Herald will take the turret.
Unfortunately, first turret has already been claimed, but still, good gold injection there for our top laner. 3 people on red side forced to come up. Janna and Tristana, interestingly, coming up, instead of just the Janna or just the Tristana. Nothing really securing the mid lane there. I think they're going to rotate back to try and maybe catch if Jinx stays around, but Jinx not looking to keep that push going. Looking instead to get vision around the Drake. As they know.
Like maybe Jinx is going to try and sneak in behind the Scion there?
Ooh, maybe it's looking like it. Though I believe Victor can just stand here and just kill him. That's just free money.
Yeah, and now we
Scion
have an
just
excited Jinx.
sticking around too long.
I mean,
Not sure what he was trying to do there.
Unfortunately, there's not much to do with the excited Jinx once we.
No, unfortunately not.
That
But
does set us up for a dragon.
that pick does actually just secure the Drake for them, as it would be quite foolish for red team here to try and come in.
Well,
10 to 4.
we've seen crazier things in games of League of Legends.
Yeah, I've been those crazier things.
Yeah. When there's an objective up, people just do things they might not.
It's kind of just neuron activation,
Yeah, it is.
I'm guilty of it. I did it when
Morgana walking north, just throw a binding just to let them know she's there.
It's not about landing the cue. It's about sending a message.
That's right. The message sent was, we have a dragon.
This is ours now, thanks. Seth walking up, getting Scion ulted. Ooh, this spells bad things for the set. But Jinx coming around with a flank with Morgana in tow. Seen by red side apparently.
They must have a vision because they
backed off immediately. Could have just been them.
It was a good play for them to back off.
Mm-hmm. I believe Jinx and Morgana were just seen.
We're just
in the pixel bush over here by the blue buff, smited away by the cane. That's kind of funny. Just didn't want Victor, I guess, getting it. But
although I said this in your game earlier. What you always want to see is the enemy team having to use all of their wards in their own jungle.
trying to, yeah.
Now they do have more wards out than we do. Where their vision is much better, but it's in their own jungle.
It's in their own spot.
Yeah.
They don't know where the jungler is. Well, they do now because he's just kind of chilling mid lane. However, looking to just take the tower, maybe even siege up in mid while Jinx returns with that Infinity Edge.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. That Jinx is going to hit like a truck.
Seth seeing what he can do with all of that HP on Scion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Blade of the Ruin King really coming in handy. Forces the Scion to flash.
Fantastic.
Interesting.
And, let him create additional pressure bot
lane.
Tristana coming down to support. I don't think it will help.
Blue team looking to set up Behrend, apparently.
I
They're
don't
pinging
see any
They were pinging it, but the jungler is already in the bot side with Set recalling. Scion TPing top already. Not sure about that. I believe just walking back to lane for Scion would have been better there because he has ultimate, and with the TP pressure, he can just kind of
and instead
chill where he wants. Instead, now he gets to say hi to Set with a Jinx coming up for the flank. Oh, baby, this spells bad things for Scion. Flame Jumper's coming down, and oh, baby, he's just going to get absolutely shredded by these two AD characters. Ooh, baby.
He's just going to try and run
Super
as
Mega
far
Death
as
Rocket.
he can the other way.
Sidesteps it, but here comes Echo to pick up the kill. Down he goes. Maybe get the Heartsteel proc. Boop. There he goes. I guess mission accomplished for Scion. One Heartsteel proc.
There you go. One life.
For one life. For the low price. I don't know what gold is worth. Ooh, Morgana taking almost her entire health bar there to just one Anivia combo. getting walled into the ult and just taking ease on repeat there. Burns right through her health bar. Kane looking to come in on the Victor here.
I think he might have him.
And forces Victor to flash out. Real good flash. Chaos goes out. He's out.
Even with the ability for Tristan to jump in. In the meantime, Behrend taking it.
Meanwhile, back in the Batcave.
If Victor can keep them interested, this should be an easy Behrend security.
I don't even think he needs to keep them interested.
No, I just want him to back off and just take his Behrend buff and run away. No sense in throwing away a Behrend buff that you just got.
Just say thank you very much. I'll go spend my gold now.
Actually, it looks like Loyal is gonna. I think they actually should have just let him back. They might have taken the second tower before they even got back out there.
Ooh, I think the potential for the first strike money, as well as just maybe potentially killing her. Janna being one of the squishiest champions in the game.
True.
I don't know. Only a Moonstone Renewer on that
Stalking
Janna.
the top lane now. Morgana in a dangerous position.
Morgana and Victor coming in. They're just going to try and pick up free money off the side.
Yeah, there's going to be a Kane and Tristana coming in right here. They better be careful. They're going to lose 3 Behrend buffs.
Forced to ult away.
Here come
Red team coming in on blue side vision. Morgana lands the Q on Tristana. That's going to stop there and engage. Really good Black Shield there, stopping the stun. They're just out clean now. Red team's got nothing to stop them.
That was actually well played by Morgana.
That was very well played. And she lands the Q on the Kane.
Sure, just for fun.
Get inconvenienced, nerd, essentially. Oh, baby. Spicy things going on.
Got some Behrend enhanced minions pushing mid lane here. Should be an opportunity to take this tower, I think.
Ooh, Jinx having her last whisper here is huge to just absolutely melt through the Scion here. Not a lot of armor on him though. He's only building the Sunfire Aegis right now. Death Stand's coming from Kane though soon. He's got all the components. Looking like they're gonna actually try to shred through the Scion here.
Dark Binding.
Misses a Dark Binding. Heartsteel proc coming out from this Scion. Set now has his Heartsteel as well. Ooh, that's going to be big. If he can scale it the same way Scion can, that W.
Fortunately, he started scaling his a lot later in the game.
True. However, Heartsteel being one of those items you actually mainly get scaling from team fights rather than from being in lane. As that 280 health Scion coming out. Tower. Team fight starting here. Jinx is Black Shielded, so she just gets free reign.
Let's get it. We need a kill here to
Tristana going down. She's excited. That's just the fight there. Run away from that dead Scion, baby. He's going to look for Heartsteel procs. Set getting one in return, though. That was just an absolute massacre. Tristana just going way too hard there.
Another dragon, I believe.
Yep. Meanwhile, Echo taking the Infernal Drake. That's another big buff for Jinx as she just gets more AD to she's just going to hit you harder. Yeah. That's just it.
Yeah, Anivia really has...
Behrend looking to end here. Ooh, Jinx taking a tower shot or two there. There it goes.
Hold on. We go back. Quick.
Come on back. Before you see what happens.
I think we know what happens.
I don't know. They only have 2 inhibs and 1 Nexus Tower. I don't know. Maybe. Could go to the winner.
Could run straight down the top lane there and you know.
I've seen worse.
I have seen worse.
They're looking to take their reset here. Spend all their money they just got from winning that absolute slapstick of a fight. Oh, baby. That's up, what, 15K now?
That is 15K.
15? Almost 16.
That's the kind of math you get only with a Penn State Behrend degree.
Only. Only. 52,000 to 36,000 gold. Oh, baby.
I will say that I was worried early on that the Kane was going to be a problem.
He got he got that early first blood.
Yeah.
But his problem was he didn't spend his gold. And then they made that huge misplay in bot lane where he actually just died to the Echo in the tri-bush and then the Tristana jumping in too late. Oh, baby. He started off real strong for red team, but ever since then, just kind of
Morgana just sort of decided to play mid lane by herself.
I believe she actually just has the prize.
She's got a Victor. There's a Victor under. Okay.
There's a Victor underneath. Don't worry, that's just the insurance policy.
That's right. It seemed like that was a little aggressive for a Morgana by herself.
Behrend actually just looking to group and end through top here. Victor teleport coming down in 18 seconds.
It looks like they may do it because it looks like with Tristana and
Tristana
Penn.
and Penn and Bot. If they get a,
Yeah.
if they get a pick in the top lane here, that could just spell the end of the game. Oh boy.
We're gonna
Set
fish
looking
your
for the-
findings again.
Morgana going fishing, but at the same time, Set doing the same thing, looking for a good old face breaker here. Morgana landing a kill on Sion, not the target you really want to hit, so they're
And
catch and release.
And too
Catch and
far away
release.
to do anything.
Jinx getting spell shielded from the Anivia there. Rost going in, lands the knockup. Ooh, but Morgana's in the middle of the enemy team, landing a huge alt Zanya's. Kane forced off as Sion goes down. Jinx is excited now. It's time to go. Set double killing the Janna, and that's just
This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Gold winning their series 3-1, 2-1.
For as much as we've given the Morgana grief about the Dark Bindings, their shielding has been on point.
Oh yeah, those black shields were absolutely beautiful this game. You know, a lot of them coming down right as Jinx would get hit by an Anivia Q. If she actually took those stuns, it could have spelled her end because
absolutely.
glass cannon is still made out of glass.
It is. And congratulations to Behrend's gold team on a 2-1 victory.
2-1.
2-1. Yeah, we didn't. Obviously, we didn't get to see the first two games of this series while we were casting the varsity team. But yes, a 2-1 series victory, making us 3-0 on the night.
3-0.
And we have a game in progress.
We do
somewhere.
still have
we could
Team
have
White.
we could have a fourth victory tonight. It would be a fantastic start to the
Oh, that'd
season.
be absolutely fantastic.
I don't think we're gonna wait around for the next game.
No?
No, well, we don't know what's gonna happen.
True. Very true.
So we could just have everyone sitting around
waiting for something that
waiting
may
for
not
us.
happen.
May not happen. In fact, we hope it doesn't happen because that means we'll secure another
Do
victory.
we know what happened in the first game here?
in the first game of this series?
Of Team White. Team White.
Oh, Team White. Team White won 1-0. That's what Michael stuck his head in to tell us that they.
Oh, right.
They won their first game.
Yes,
So.
and we can actually see it for once.
No, that's true.
Oh wow, beautiful actually for Andy. 13-3 on Diana.
Yeah, that. Well, we actually could see it. Can we spectate?
I believe we can. We
we cannot maybe.
perhaps if we do this
Maybe.
because League is
Ah.
small indie company, by the way.
That's right. They might make it somewhere in one of these days. You know?
Yeah, you know, they might.
I hear a lot of talking going on out there.
I do hear a lot of talking. I believe
like
that's Team Gold.
man.
This game might just end. Ooh, wow.
All right, it's a close
Let's see,
game.
where are we at? Ooh, it is pretty close, actually. Behrend on the red side, actually down about 1.5k gold here,
Despite being up
despite being up 2 kills.
They
I believe
they're
it's just
down a little
being-
more now because they lost another turret.
Ah, I see. It's the Yasuo top lane just absolutely out-farming Reese here. Ooh, huge Leona all coming down on that Anivia. Down she goes. Enemy Lux forced to flash away or face the wrath of a Diana here. Behrend coming in. We
Looking
do
to
have
take a
no Rocket, no Leona ult. However, we do have Ornn spawning with teleport.
Looks like Behrend looking Rift.
Absolutely going to take this Rift Herald here. Yasuo coming in. Ooh, potentially. He's got potential here, but unfortunately, he is all alone for now. Ooh. Not sure why he played Yasuo top here. Their team only really has one other knockup in the Ramesol, and that's unreliable to say the least.
Yeah. You want to see
You know,
maybe
not really seeing a whole lot of it.
additional knockups, something like a Zyra ult or something like that too.
Zyra, a Malphite, there's a lot of options. Rammus is one of them, but just him, maybe not what you want for Yasuo top. However, I guess the CS numbers will speak against me though, because he seems to have just been
farming
absolutely
like a machine.
absolutely farming and seemingly solo killing the Ornn there.
That would be my guess.
I believe that would only be because Ornn seems to have prioritized going Merc Treads in lane for, I guess, Taunt or Lux Binding there. I'm not entirely sure why Ornn would be running Mercury's Treads against a team that's mostly... We got 2 knockups on the top side, but I'm not sure why he would be really worrying about that. Very interesting choice from the Ornn here. Looks like he's finally building his Thornmail, though, his Bramblevest at least, with a double
I mean, I
armor.
have played a lot of games in the last year with a Yasuo top, and it can get out of control in in mid ranks and low ranks.
Less people know actually how to stop a Yasuo that he tends to get quite big.
Yep.
Now, Cassidy and Diana coming in. They were sitting on a ward, but the Call of the Forge God coming down, landing on the Lux. That's good as gone. Woo. Diana coming in to take that kill. Jinx Rocket trying to secure it, maybe get a little bit of money on the Jinx, but apparently from last game, Diana's where we want the money here. Jock Show with Demonic Embrace. That's scary. That is a scary Diana.
It is. What is on there? Rammus. Well, they're dying.
Just the Thornmail on the Rammus.
Yeah.
Now, remember, Rammus has been absolutely gutted recently.
You are not wrong.
I believe he's down to like Yumi levels of win rate.
Ugh.
He is quite bad.
Although, I'm not sad that there is something as a Yumi level of win rate. Nobody likes Yumi.
Nobody likes Yumi, except Yumi players.
And they're just bad people, right?
I mean, they're usually pro players. Funny enough, they're usually pros.
All right, Behrend coming in.
Behrend coming in, securing this break.
I think
Resetting it. I think we're going to disadvantage here. Lux ulti coming down, only hitting the Leona. Diana landing a massive ult here. Jinx windwalled off. Cassidy forced out. He's gonna die to the Caitlyn ulti there. Ooh, bad things. Ooh!
Behrend secured the dragon.
But it's cost them at least 2. Down goes... Ooh, baby.
Okay.
Jinx excited here, forces the Agnivia out. Can he get the Yasuo? Oh my god, he's getting the Yasuo! Oh, baby!
That is huge.
Jason, he's going to get Rammus. Oh. Absolutely flash hit by the Rammus there. Unfortunate for Jinx. I don't believe Warren's going to be able to make it out of here.
Not 3v1.
Ooh, Jockshaw proc heals him quite a bit.
Yeah, but the wall makes him take the long way around.
The wall forces him. He does blow up the wall, but...
It locks all to finish him off.
Ah.
That's just insulting. Get all the way back to the tower just to be Lux.
Second Lux ult in that fight, by the way.
True.
Started with a Lux ult, ended with a Lux ult.
Oh, the recharge ability on that is just
the cooldown
ridiculous.
is so stupid.
Bad.
So stupid. There's a reason I hate that champion.
That's the reason I play that champion. Right, yeah. I did not play support. I played a lot of Lux support.
You have trouble walking through doors with them quotation marks? They're massive. Ooh, Leona getting caught out here by the Nivea wall. Dropping the double ulti, though, maybe trying to secure her escape. Unfortunately, Behrend just too far behind there to actually act on it. Forced to flash away. Jinx Rocket comes out to no avail, but forcing Rammus ult right before a fight, that could be big. Unfortunately, it did also cost them, again, the Leona ultimate, which is still huge for Behrend to actually have in order to initiate these fights.
I thought for a second they were going to start up the Behrend. I was like, what are you doing?
Interesting to see. Windwall actually failed to stop Call of the Forge God there, and Yasuo just gets absolutely picked off. Unfortunately, the kill goes to the Ornn. Not that it's, wasted, but still would have been really nice for Jinx to get that shut down. Oh, there was no shut. There was no shutdown.
Well, they just killed the Yasuo a minute ago.
That's true. They did. That's very true.
The Jinx just killed the Yasuo not 2 minutes ago.
I suppose I saw Jinx losing the shutdown to Rammus there in the chat.
Yeah.
Neuron activation. Behrend taking a reset here as they clear off mid-wave. Blue team also doing the same. I'm not entirely sure what team they're playing against, so unfortunately I can't actually fully...
That's a good question.
fully,
we can't talk them up
fully name
correctly.
them.
I may be able to figure this out.
See, we do have this thing. It's a very funny thing. I believe we call it a schedule.
Do we? The only place I can find it is on this new thing called the internet?
They have that on computers now.
Really?
I don't believe you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Pardon me. Leona getting chunked down the mid lane there, but guess what? It's a Nivea ult. Doesn't matter what you do against it, seemingly. You just have to either go in or suffer the consequences. Forcing Leona to reset. Looking like the game's in a bit of a stalemate here, as Red Side does not seem to know what they want to do. They're taking some pretty interesting reset timers. Looking like they're going to try and go in on this Yasuo, try to catch him on the split push, but he rightfully backs away as soon as he notices 3 people off the map. 4 people, I guess, if you want to count Leona. But now there's 4 people top with just Cassidy holding mid lane. Blue team's smart here. They might want to just try and punch through him to get the tower, but
caught up. Behrend rotating back to mid.
Caught up on the minion wave there. Clearing.
I mean, they've got some time, but Behrend is sitting on Soul.
True, they are on Soul Point
so
with Drake coming up in 1 minute. Not entirely sure how good that Cloud Soul will be, but it's not bad on
have it
Cassidy.
than not have it.
Exactly. It almost forces the game to close on the Elder Dragon spawn.
Here we'll get
Leona recalling on a blue team ward there, getting it canceled by the Caitlyn Q. Not sure why Behrend is trying to reset here with a Drake coming up in 30 seconds. They're just ceding so much river territory to them. If blue team's smart, they're just going to try and push through here. Not sure if they're trying to bait them back into the river choke point for the Ornn ultimate or something, but very interesting that they 3 people started to recall there, but Leona once again forced off. Jinx isolated all by herself. Leona going down, not even getting her ultimate off. Jinx going down to the Caitlyn with
this is
just an absolutely lost fight for Behrend here.
This is going to be an ace.
Ooh, Caitlyn flashing and cleansing from the Cassidy. Oh my god, Ornn's still alive. Manages to take down the Lux in the meantime. 4 for 2. Pretty good salvage off of that fight there.
They do end up giving the dragon, but worst thing in the world? Maybe not.
Not the worst thing in the world, but still pretty bad as they did go 4 for 2.
It's not great. We're playing CGA,
great.
by the way. Guess who CGA is?
Who's CGA?
The Coast Guard Academy.
You know, I think they told me that earlier, but I entirely forgot.
I think that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool we're playing the Coast Guard Academy. So, yeah.
It's a good thing there's no Pike players here, because, they can swim really well.
It's true. It is true. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, time to wake up.
Yeah. I'm going to take my old person medicine.
Boy, all right. Coast Guard Academy's seeming to look to set up for Behrend here. They do have a blue ward on it. Interested to see where they'll go. Cassidy is just solo farming bot lane as he should be, trying to get that XP to get to 16. He has TP up, so he's really able to get to the objective.
Any fight he wants.
Instead, he's just gonna walk mid.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough. Now, given he is level 14, only being eclipsed by the Yasuo who's level 15. But still, Cassidy needs that XP. He's got to get to level 16 in order to get his level 3 ult. So once he hits that, oh baby, he can just walk all over people.
He's
but
a menace at that point in time.
Fortunately, he seems to just be walking around, not doing a whole lot here. Anivia taking the blue buff so she can just keep that ultimate on the entire Behrend fight here. Ooh, Ornn looking to get caught out here. He's forced into the wall. Uses his E to actually knock it down so he can just walk away. He said, "What wall?" Said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." Penn State Behrend looking actually to go 4-man top. Again, macro just not seeming to be very well communicated here. Jinx to charge back into the lane.
Honestly, both teams spending a lot of time rotating the fights that aren't happening.
They're rotating to almost phantom fights.
Yeah.
It's almost like the little shades you see in like Dark Souls games. They're just running around. They're following them.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh baby. Still, again, interesting to see that Cassidy has not gone to his side lane by himself. Looking like he actually is now.
Because he had plenty of opportunity.
I think he could be level 16 by now if he actually just stayed in a lane. But he seems to just be wanting this team fight. Caitlyn ulting
minions.
Whoop. She can't ult minions. She ulted
someone.
I believe it might have been a fat finger as Lux pings it. Probably saying, "Dude, what are you doing? That Ornn is full of health. You're not gonna scratch that." Penn State Behrend really just forced into this stalemate here with Anivia ult clearing the wave, but Rammus charging up that Powerball, maybe looking for a big ult here. Gets no knockups, but taunts the Leona out. Leona ult coming down, actually hitting the Anivia. Chain CC pretty hard.
Here comes the
Wind wall.
call the Forge Guard?
No, the Forge Guard actually gets eaten by the wind wall there.
Oh, wow. So no,
Yasuo flashing on top of Jinx, but Jinx able to get away for the most part. Down she goes to the Ignite. The team just chasing after the Yasuo here. He will go down, but unfortunately they also lost
That's going to
Cassidy
set up the rest of the team for
just an absolute slaughter here. That Anivia wall, absolutely brutal.
Yeah, and leaving nothing but Leona to guard towers, and she can't clear the wave.
Nope, she can't even get close without getting it walled in. Unfortunate looks here for Penn State Behrend as it just.
Yeah, this has all the makings of a game that's going towards conclusion.
Indeed, it would take some real scaling out of Cassidy here, some real blunders out of Coast Guard.
I would say so. They're going to transition this into a Baron. I would think they're in that direction, but maybe not. It looks like they may have waited too long.
They may have waited too long. They're looking to catch the Caitlyn or the Rammus out here, but I don't think they'll get either, as Caitlyn's already too far, and Rammus, he just activates the Powerball, and he says, meet me.
Not going to catch me. And here comes the Yasuo back onto the map.
Interestingly enough, Leona's just seems to be playing strictly offensive rather than trying to defend the Jinx in the backline, as Ornn does the exact same thing. What was really unfortunate in that fight is Ornn using his ult just a little bit too early, so the Ram just gets eaten by the wind wall.
Yeah.
Huge amount of CC just gone.
He got lucky the first time where he got past the wind wall, but not this time.
Now he knows, though.
Yes.
But now he knows. Ornn's level 14 now. That does mean he's able to give out an upgrade. I'm not sure if he already did already. He did. He gave it to the Jinx, which rightly so.
That's where I'd put it.
Level 15 now as well, actually. He went to the side lane, and Cassidy did not, though. Able to give out another upgrade. I believe this one should actually
like we're going
just
to
go to
force
the
another fight here around the dragon.
Looking like that. Yep, blue team is going to contest Penn State Behrend here at the Drake. A lot of wards going now.
Everywhere.
Wards on wards on wards. What is that? 5 or 6 wards in the pit there. Most of them being just eaten by 2 control wards, one for each side.
Here.
Ward upgrading Diana's Jock Show to the Unspoken Parasite here. Ooh, big Anivia wall. 3-man knock-up on that Ram Assault. Oh, baby. Jinx is outside of it, though. Gets around the wind wall. Takes down the Yasuo. She's excited. Oh, baby. Damage coming down now, but unfortunately Diana not able to stick around there. Oh, Jinx being forced off. Switching back to minion mode and just getting absolutely Gale Force Caitlyn headshot. That's just it. I believe blue team might actually. They're looking to end the game here.
I think they
Respawn
may
timers
just
might
do it.
just be too long. I don't see Penn State Behrend coming back from this.
I don't think so. I think not with minions already in the base. We're walking in.
Yeah, super minions, and we're walking in.
Yeah, this is
just curtains.
This is the end of game 2, and that means I believe
We're going to game 3, baby.
Well, you might be. I think
Leona, unfortunately, getting the Lux just at the end there.
I haven't seen the end of my shift. And now his watch is ended. But yeah, that was much different than the first go round.
Indeed. Yeah, Team White already in Champ Select for Game 3.
Well, yeah, we were in spectator afterwards. So, yeah. But I am more than willing to leave you on the mic if you want it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, a win and some casting. You are an all-round gentleman.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and I will hopefully never join you again.
Thank you, Scott. It's been a pleasure.
We'll have a regular caster, Michael, back on the mic next week.
All right. Just take a brief intermission here while we catch up with the spectator delay. We will be right back. All right, and welcome back, everybody. Do you have a new face in the studio? Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, it's me, it's Will. I've been here before.
It's Will. He's back. Fortunately, we are in the very, very exciting. I left the music on. The very, very exciting part of casting, the spectator delay. Fortunately, we weren't invited to this lobby because, hey, I guess we're a bunch of nerds around here.
Yeah.
So we don't even get to see the draft, but
This is my favorite part because then we get to commentate on how we think it's gonna go. But
unfortunately,
I don't think we have any idea who is doing what.
No, we do not.
Oh boy.
About another 145. Yes, that's how you read time.
Okay, so I think the Yumi bot lane is probably gonna be the ADC.
Oh Jesus.
No.
Man,
I don't even know who's going. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, game 1, I didn't actually get to see it, although Team White did end up winning game 1. It was against, I know, in game 1 and game 2, the CGA, Coast Guard Academy, got Anivia in the mid lane both times. In game 2, it was actually pretty deadly with her wall-offs against an Ornn, but it seemed like Penn State in game 2, their macro wasn't entirely there as their cast-in, which is our usual caster, Michael.
Yeah.
He was spending a lot of time, instead of solo laning, trying to get to level 16, get that scaling up, he was spending a lot of time really just walking back and forth with everybody else in between lanes, not really getting much XP, but it'd be interesting to see if they learn from that mistake this game, as, CGA was able to really pull them apart at the seams.
I haven't seen much of Michael doing Cassidon mid lane, so that's actually a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what he plays. I haven't played with him very much, but
he plays a lot of he plays a lot of top lane. That's his main role. But any character he does is usually tanky. Recently he's doing a lot more support, so he's playing with the other Michael a lot of the Mumu.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, set support as well. I've seen that before.
Set support is actually a pretty fun thing to have. Finally getting into the game here, though. See, actually, let's compare our giraffes here. Wow, they're really giving the Anivia up once again. That's 3 straight games of Anivia, even though it caused them so many problems.
Ooh, Michael on a Swain though.
Michael back on Swain. We got Misfortune, Kabimus actually on Zyra. That's really good. He's very comfortable on that pick.
Fighting the Thresh. Yeah, no, I think Zyra's pretty good with movement speed, so it shouldn't be too difficult to dodge Thresh hooks.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how that top lane matchup goes. I believe Cho'Gath might just do the Cho'Gath thing where he kind of just sits in lane and eats some minions and then tries to pick up some objectives around the map.
I think so.
But I feel like he's really got to be careful for the early game of Volibear, especially if he ends up going the AP build.
I think towards mid to late game, it might be in Cho'Gath's favor, especially with the execute, but I'm not too sure past that.
Got a bit of good old-fashioned banter going on here. Not sure why. Touch gloves. I see. Ooh.
Oh. Disrespect.
Instead, absolutely giving him the disrespect, getting the free soul fragment. Plus, what is it, 12 or 14?
Well, I mean, to be fair, in a competitive
12
setting,
bonus health. Easy peasy. I keep messing up the camera. Apologies for that.
I'm actually excited to see Rammus jungle, though.
Rammus was actually played in the last game as well to pretty decent effect. It was a Rammus jungle with a Yasuo top lane who apparently just did really well against the Ornn. Ending up, I believe, like 70 farm above him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Probably with a shield. Yeah.
Cho'Gath really not taking the opportunity for another grasp proc here. Ooh, kind of iffy on this trade, though. If he gets actually lightning struck there, it would spell really bad things for him. Bot lane, it's bot lane. I don't believe that Behrend will go for anything early game, being a Misfortune Zyra lane. Really just looking to poke them out, rather. Top lane, getting level 2'd on. Oh boy, here comes big damage out of Volibear. Cho'Gath, unfortunately, unable to retaliate due to the shield just existing on the bear there.
Swain gets his combo
Swain
off
getting
on the
24 max health there, 2 soul fragments. Faux frizzle result.
bot lane holding back.
Bot lane getting pushed back as blue side bot lane did get level 2 first. That's a lot of pressure on Penn Behrend here.
It seems like what's this school again?
This is I believe it's like the Coast Guard Academy? Coast Guard something.
Alright, well, the Coast Guard Academy does seem to have a pretty good early game.
They do seem to have a lot of early game potential. Thresh eating a really good double up there. Double up? Double tap. I think it's double tap. Yeah, semantics.
Getting lightning struck, though.
Top lane getting lightning struck. He will be able to just sustain back up, though, as long as he's farming, as he is still Cho'Gath. Asian Heat coming in here with a gang on Udyr.
A level.
Still got that full Fury bar, using it to slow down the Volibear, and he's just out of there. Beautiful gank off of Asian Heat.
Behrend claims first blood.
Behrend claims
money.
first blood 3.5 minutes into the game. Not bad. Quite early, actually. Volibear, unfortunately, just not warding correctly. He warded the tri-bush rather than just the river, as Asian Heat was able to just walk up through river and just say, "What's up, gamer?"
Behrend playing it really safe in bot lane.
Oh yeah, they do not want to get hooked here, as getting an Aphelios that's ahead would just mean death for everyone there. As I'm sure we've seen, Aphelios, one of the harder characters to understand, but still holds some really high potential for late game damage. Late game damage, yes. I am English good. Udyr able to secure the Scuttle Crab there, despite the Anivia walking up to assist. Swain chilling out in mid lane, out of mana though. Without TP, he really just has to vibe out. Wait for it. Getting some free health off the Anivia though. He's getting a lot of health. He's going to be real tanky later on. After he gets his Demonic and Rylai's. Ooh, he's going to be tough to kill.
Cho'Gath going for some good trades so far, though.
Oh yeah, he sustained really well coming back from his early game deficit there in health. Volibear has TP'd back as well.
Oh, another
Swain
free health.
just getting more free health, more free lane sustain. Fortunately, Swain is just forced to be, under tower as Anivia tries to just keep the wave as far away from him as possible. Really just trying to starve him out before letting it crash to tower off a reset. Swain, yet another. Ooh, baby, he's stacking. Now we've hit the point in the game where Anivia is unfortunately level 6, so Swain forced to actually learn how to farm under tower because she's just not gonna let him leave.
Anivia backing though, so Swain should have a little bit more.
Swain should have he should have a window to recall here, actually get his mana bar back. If he's able to come back with just a couple of items, he might actually hold kill pressure with the ghost ult.
Good poke by the Zyra.
Farming up that support item, but 305 to about 370, really just keeping it even here.
Behrend is up by 0.5.
0.3, 0.4?
0.4,
Yeah.
Okay.
Really just that first blood kill giving them the edge here.
Yeah.
Udyr looking bot side potentially just for the dragon, but he might look for the bot lane gank. As Aphelios walking towards the pit, this could be a potential for a catch here if they really want it, but they must have had some kind of vision on Udyr as they're running right towards him. Aphelios getting rooted there by the Zyra. Unfortunately, 0 plants to come up and hit him. A lot of missed opportunity for damage there. As Thresh was forced off as well, he was still back there trying to get the honey fruit. Drink water. Or tea.
I have tea that I shook up and I'm upset with it now.
Well,
It's a fault of my own doing.
it's the debate of if it's fizzy or bubbly. It's bubbly.
I say fizzy.
I think fizzy implies that it's carbonated.
I don't think we gave enough context. I shook my tea.
You shook the tea.
I shook
It is
the tea,
just
so now
tea.
it has bubbles.
It is purely unsweetened tea.
Yeah. Alright.
Anyway,
A lot of top lane does seem to be the most active with this. Bot lane is playing really safe against that Aphelios and Thresh. And you're absolutely right. They don't want anything done. They don't want to get the Aphelios ahead. But even top lane is just poking and playing it safe.
Cho'Gath really favoring actually those short trades. Only 3 autos he gets, remember, for his max health damage. His kit mainly focused around just keeping his target locked down.
Well, that is one of Volibear?
Volibear?
Volibear, yes. Sorry. One of Volibear's things is like he is heavy on sustain, so long trades is not preferable.
Really good trade there for Swain, being able to actually cancel the Anivia ult with drag, which I did not know you could do. Again, Cho'Gath still looking for those short trades, burning through all of his mana as Udyr is trying to look top. Pops the Ghost, looking to get the rundown on Udyr here. On Volibear, unfortunately.
Trying to make it back to tower. Flash.
Volibear forced to flash back to his tower, but will he go down? Yes, he will to the Ice Storm. That's another pickup for Udyr. This could be the beginning of something big here.
Oh, Rammus coming up through top.
Rammus
river.
looking to potentially try to counter gank, but looking actually more like he's just taking the Scuttle Crab.
Yep.
Forcing vision, giving them vision of the Herald, making it so that Penn State Behrend can't really take the Herald by themselves. Rammus looking to counter engage the out of mana Cho'Gath in the top lane. He is going to try to ulti in, fighting in the middle of a minion wave here. Cho'Gath, not having the mana, just says, nah, I'm too tanky, and just walks away. That Rammus also 2 levels down on the Cho'Gath there, looking for that fight. I think if Cho'Gath might have stuck around, he could have killed that potentially. With his E being such a low mana cost. Bot lane looking to go in here. Thresh getting lamped out, however. Udyr looking also for the dragon. Now that Zyra ult is down and Thresh lamp is also down. Just for a moment though. Rammus still in the top side. Anivia and Swain both coming down. Anivia arrives first, hitting the vision cone. Ooh.
Bot lane and mid lane moved down to dragon, trying to see if they were going to take it, but
Penn State
neither.
Behrend getting cold. Yep, Penn State Behrend gets cold feet here as not knowing where the Rammus is, but looking potentially for a Rammus ult. However, they should know that he just used it top. Bit of an unfortunate circumstance there, as I believe Penn State really could have just pressured for that Drake, potentially pulling it out of the pit. Udyr going back to it though. I guess apparently the control ward on the dragon. Not actually seeing the not actually seeing the yellow ward there. So blue team does know that Udyr is doing it. Aphelios walking up to try to get some poke damage off while Anivia
Bot lane
goes to take the blue
Rammus
buff. This is
moving.
a Swain coming down, could potentially make this a 4v3.
Zyra
Thresh Rammus getting caught by the Zyra, but Zyra getting picked off there by the Aphelios. Not good. Not good at all.
Zyra missing the flash with the wall, which is unfortunate.
I didn't even notice the Veil Flash. Swain also apparently forced a flash as Rammus gets pulled in with his ult. He's not going to be able to get away with this. Oh, unfortunately, yes, he does. The heal coming out from Aphelios there, saving his life and damning the Udyr. Misfortune also forced the flash away from the Thresh hook. Behrend just needs to walk away here. Swain doesn't have the damage yet. He does have ulti, but not against 4 people. Ooh, boy, Zyra pinned by the Anivia wall, unable to get the egg form. Oh no, down it goes to the plant. Oh, this could be a potential opening for red here, as the Misfortune ult could have actually gone down there in tandem with the Demonic Ascension when Ghost. That could have been. I think that had potential. Again, Cho'Gath in the top lane still looking for these trades, just getting his grasp stacks off. Ooh, baby, he is ending up doing a lot of damage to Volibear here. However, no feast means that this trade can only go one way. Things starting to look a little bit in dire straits here, even though for Behrend, even though they're just a little bit down in gold. Gold's on just who blue team wants it to be, being on the Anivia and the Aphelios.
Both a stun and a root by Swain and Anivia. Udyr coming in, Swain
Udyr coming in with the
follow
ghost.
up from it.
Oh, I think that's a dead bird. I think that's...
And the Swain gets it. Gets the
Swain,
that's going to be perfect.
That's pretty big. That means that gold's going to go a lot further.
Looks like Rammus was attempting to counter gank, but just didn't make it there in time.
Just didn't make it there. And even if he did, I think that just would have been another kill for Swain or Udyr there, as Rammus really doesn't have any early game damage anymore. If you remember, they just recently kind of gutted him. Bit of a skip there in the replay. I wonder if that might have been actually a pause there, though. Not entirely sure how that works with spectator delay, but we'll see how it goes. Thresh eating more of this poke in the bot lane here. However, Misfortune out of mana and apparently has a call. Oh yeah, that Penn State Behrend bot lane just really looking to farm it out here. Not sure how I didn't notice the call before, but that would explain their playstyle here. Bot lane taking their resets now. Egnivia still down. Potential for a kill here in mid lane if another gank comes through. However, vision in the topside river could potentially dissuade Udyr from coming mid. Word.
I like how it sometimes gives us views of just the junglers.
If just the
jungle
junglers,
monsters.
the
It's like, yeah, there's nothing
in the
else.
jungle. Swain unfortunately missing his E there, so he doesn't get the cancel on the Anivia ult. Takes a lot of damage as punishment there.
Udyr waiting for the gank.
Udyr waiting to see if this Volibear will actually take the fight against Cho'Gath. Looking like he will successfully bait the fight out. However, Volibear actually forced a flash there instead of ulting for the shorter cooldown. Interesting decision there. Swain E coming down just a little bit early, but still coming in with an ulti ghost. Just enough drain, but here comes Rammus for the counter gank. He avoids the knockup. Swain roots the Rammus, and he's able to drain him dry. He's gonna run. He's just gonna run with the Rammus here, pulling him in, getting those soul fragments off. Oh man, Swain getting back up to half health, just giving him the zuck.
Forcing the Rammus to back off, back down to bot jungle. Oh, that was a good. That was a good one.
Very big. That was big for Swain there. Not actually giving Rammus that shutdown. Bless you.
No.
150 gold shutdown now on that Swain.
Shelly top lane. That's tower's gonna just.
Shelly coming down to top lane, yeah. But no tower plates here.
Getting the grass on the tower. What is that?
Demolish. Unfortunately, there is no Ziggs in this game, so you can't just walk up and throw a satchel charge on that low tower. Herald, not entirely sure why it was popped so early. It probably should have just been held for a bit as they hit the tower personally, but might have just been a timer, I'm not sure.
Udyr backing off, and so is Cho'Gath in top lane, but...
Swain landing another W just for another free 12 health.
How many stats so far?
26 stacks. That is 312 bonus health on the Swain.
That's
massive.
That's really
that's
good.
That's coming up on 400 gold worth of stats. Just for landing his abilities. Now,
within 16 minutes as well. It's pretty good.
Swain did build the Leandries here. Udyr going for the AP build. Not entirely sure if that's what he really wants to go for, though it looks like he's building Jock Show off the back of his demonic. That could be good, running this what's pretty much a standard build now for junglers, where you just end up going demonic embrace into what's seemingly a full tank build.
Blue prepping for Dragon. They have mid lane, jungle, and bot lane all wrapped down there. It seems like
really unfortunate time here for for Udyr to be recalling as the Dragon just spawned, looking like someone finally told him, potentially looking for the bot gank here, but they don't know where Anivia is. She's off the map.
4 people looking at bot lane to secure the dragon for blue.
Looks like blue is going to take the dragon.
Looks like blue is actively taking the dragon. Walled off by Anivia. That's just a give. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Penn State Behrend hitting the blast out with the foot. Steals the Drake, and then Misfortune on is massive. Zyra coming in on the back of it. Udyr getting out on 1 HP with the Swain ult coming in. Oh, baby. Aphelios trapped in the pit as well as Rammus. That's just going to be a slaughter. Absolutely great.
Anivia not
play
backing
here.
off.
Anivia not backing off.
Exhausted.
Getting the exhaust. Unfortunately,
but
her
she
wall
gets
did
away.
come back. She gets out with the egg on 1 HP. Ooh, baby. But that was a huge turning point for Penn State Behrend.
Looks
I
like
didn't think they
Behrend's
could pull it off there.
I didn't even think it either.
That Anivia wall initially. Anivia goes down. Looks like she's going to try to get the resurrect off here. Oh, baby, but there's just no escape. Not with 3 people absolutely chewing on her. That egg is scrambled.
Cho'Gath's taken away the tower, but
Cho'Gath finally taking.
looks like he's not going to be able to. He's not going to take this fight.
Ooh, yeah, no. The Volibear just has way too much sustain. Getting those repeated W or E's. I'm not entirely sure which ability it is.
Might be. Oh, with the swing.
Vision of Empire coming down, hitting the Volibear. That's going to give him a
Rammus
big
coming
burn.
in, though.
Rammus coming in on the back
Here
of it,
comes
though.
Udyr.
Udyr as well coming in. Flash coming out from the Cho'Gath. Ooh, he's looking for the Heartsteel and the Grass proc off that.
Oh,
and
the
getting the
Cho'Gath
feast on the bear, and here comes Swain to secure the Rammus. Rammus being forced to ulti away. Unfortunate for Penn State Behrend there that he still had that. But oh man, what a salvage from the Cho'Gath. Udyr coming in to absolutely give him a hero. Unfortunately, off the back of this, it looks like blue team taking down red bot tower. Just going tit for... Ooh, not quite.
Zyra
getting hooked here, throwing down all of the plants, throwing down the ulti. It looks like Thresh will actually die off the back of this. Locket coming out might just barely save him. Swain looking for another trade mid, pulling the camera away from us. Unfortunately, that Thresh and the Aphelios getting away 1 HP. Here comes the Misfortune ulti, zoning off the lamp, but just not enough. Oh, it's so unfortunate for Penn State Behrend's bot lane. That could have been absolutely massive. A real turning point for them. But still, Misfortune 3-0 with her Kraken Slayer now. Things could get big. With the recall, getting components for... Are those components for Infinity Edge? I'm not sure if it's back to its old build path or not.
Infinity Edge. IE right now, I believe, does... Can you open up that menu again?
I'm not sure what the build path is. I believe they might have changed it. Cho'Gath looking for another fight against the Volibear here. Does he have heal cut? He does not have heal cut here. So Volibear is going to be able to potentially try to kite this out. But I believe the Emax health damage and the Swain coming up forces the Volibear to flash out. Rammus coming in off the back of it, potentially looking for another counter gank. But that's just suicide if Rammus goes in here because the Swain ult could come out. The max health damage off of Leandri's Anguish could just spell the end for that, but Anivia coming in as well. Kabima's getting hooked again by the Thresh. Aphelios able to Gale Force out. Oh! Clip double up! Absolutely slaughters him. Goodbye, JoJo. Another double kill coming out for JC Green. Absolutely dumpstering the Aphelios there with that critted Q.
With this, Behrend gets some tower. That's good. Yeah, no, it's impressive. The Zyra has not been doing too well with the hooks so far.
Seems to kind of have just been a magnet for him. Oh baby, Cho'Gath up here. Look at he's hungry for chicken, and he absolutely just walks at her. Oh, that was tasty, absolutely tasty. He says, able to walk back now, going to secure the Drake. Anivia up in 30 seconds. Drake up in a minute though. Good time for red team to take a reset here. Spend that gold they just earned. Really just leave the Zyra to secure vision on that Drake here.
With Rammus in top lane, it looks like Behrend is going to try and take the Drake, which is good for them. They stole one throughout this game. But
they stole the one Drake they have. Volleyball coming down, looking for them to catch the Misfortune, but no follow-up with him. Unable to actually chase her down, as she does just turn on the W and say, I'm out of here.
So now Volibear ult down for this fight. That's kind of huge for Penn State, as that's something that he becomes unstoppable during. So he's able to ignore the CC from actually everybody. 2 wards coming in, but they're blocked off by the control ward. Blue team seeming to come in. Thresh hook on the Cho'Gath, keeping him out of the fight. Swain getting a double root into the Misfortune ult. Swain all coming down. Oh baby, that Volibear is actually a lot squishier than I thought he would be. Cho'Gath coming back in, getting the feast on him. Heartsteel procs all around, baby. The Nibia wall kind of huge. Doesn't quite close them off, but unfortunately they are just not fast enough. Looking to just retake the Drake instead of try to hunt them down. Aphelios getting a little greedy here potentially. Trying to maybe just get some damage or potentially steal off of this. But he will be unable to, as Udyr coming in with the big ol' smite. 1200 damage now. Woo! Another absolute slaughter fest for Penn State Behrend here.
Behrend played it really well coming in early, so they don't get walled off by Nivea. Again, they learned their lesson from the last 2 Drakes.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think that Coast Guard Academy here really not learning their lesson, though, as 3 of them ate the Swain E into the Misfortune ult. I don't entirely remember who it was. I believe it was the Anivia, the Thresh, and potentially the Aphelios. No, Aphelios was over the wall. I believe it was the Bear, actually.
Swain playing it safe with
Swain
the Aphelios.
playing it safe, but the Aphelios
getting... Here comes the Zyra,
and down Udyr goes.
Going after the Anivia. Anivia walling himself off, forcing themselves to flash right over. Udyr still chasing them down.
He still wants that bird.
Thresh placing lanterns, so Anivia
unfortunately not body blocking the lantern quite well enough.
Trade between Cho'Gath
and Volibear. Ooh, Volibear just cannot fight this anymore.
Not having much sustain anymore.
No heal cut on the Cho'Gath, but still, he's just too big. 377 health.
Flashing for it.
Cho'Gath flashing it, getting a little greedy here potentially.
Hoping to get the execute, but
he's just not quite gonna get it. Walks up, gets it ignited by the Thresh for some reason. Gets just to get the KP. That's such an unfortunate timing. Maybe even probably just a little too greedy on the side of Cho'Gath here. And Nivea getting caught again by the Zyra E, taking a lot of damage, getting her lifeline procced on the Seraph's Embrace now. Big things happening, but unfortunately Zyra forced to flash away. Ooh, potential here. Aphelios might just be walking a little bit too close here. If that Swain E managed to land, that could have spelled death for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Thrush Shield also coming in clutch with all these shields. It is the Swain W at that point. The unlimited power just did no damage.
That's the Q, yeah. Oh, Misfortune just ulting to steal the chickens. Potentially a greedy use of the Misfortune R here. Possibly, yep, that's looking like a fat finger as Swain calls her out on it.
Funny though.
Saying, dude, what are you doing? We needed that. 102-second cooldown, though. That's really long, especially for such a team fight seemingly brewing here. As blue team forces 4 mid with a Rammus in the bottom jungle taking his Krugs.
Holding off top mid, though, Behrend is seems to be moving closer in towards mid lane, looking for an engage.
I think they're looking for a big Cho'Gath. Big flank. Unfortunately, the lamp will come and save the Anivia. Ooh, this could look big for a Rammus ult here if Penn State Behrend stays clumped up like this. They stay clumped up, and that could be a huge combo into the Aphelios and Volibear ults.
Zyra Plant's doing quite a bit of damage on the Anivia, which is nice.
Oh yeah. She also has a Liandry's Torment now, as well as Heal Cut. So that Liandry's proccing Oblivion Orb as long as it's still on.
Coast Guard going up toward Behrend, going to check it, I think.
Going to establish vision on it, just making sure the Penn State Behrend doesn't actually get it, as that is such a huge gold advantage if they get it, as well as the
in response, Behrend's actually warding bot jungle, enemy jungle. Yeah, no. And
Zyra moving back a little bit greedy there, just not quite waiting for the tank to show up. Keep in mind that a Thresh hook on the Zyra or the Misfortune entirely fatal for both of them. as Thresh being able to just
Cho'Gath going back in the volley. We can't see it yet,
can't
but
quite see it. I mean, they're not really fighting. They're really just staring at each other, I guess. Nivea just taking another blue buff. Cho'Gath's still looking for these picks here.
hiding in the bush.
Penn State Behrend falling, recalling.
see
Look
it?
at this. How do you not see him? Oh, Slaney comes down, but oh man. Penn State Behrend potentially getting a little more, fighting off a little more than they can chew here. The feast coming down on the 1 HP Thresh. Not sure if that was worth. Udyr unfortunately going to go down to all the burns here. Ooh, and Cho'Gath. Oh, not entirely walled off. Oh, another massive misfortune coming in.
But the burn with
Egg maybe
should
going down.
absolutely do it.
Misfortune's
coming in, keeping the Rammus close. He's forced to ult away. But that Aphelios might be with. Yep.
Entirely run down. That is a absolutely zoom-in Swain here, popping the ghost with his ult, just making sure he can really stick on people. He does not have...
Misfortune and Swain looking to start Drake, it looks like.
Misfortune staying alive during that fight was absolutely massive, as she was just able to dish out damage by the ton.
Absolutely.
Really securing that fight for Behrend here, but it's not only the fight, but as well as the Drake here. Taking up 3-1 lead on Drakes. Then that Cloud Soul could potentially be really massive on the Swain there as well.
I think it's going to be really good for the Udyr as well.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, you do not want a fast Udyr.
Fun fact about Cloud Soul on Udyr, he has to use his empowered bar to proc it. It's
Really?
no longer that he just hits the Phoenix stance. Yeah.
Well,
it's something that's hard coded. I found that out playing Earth.
the more you know.
The more you know.
See, Earth is useful.
Bum 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 bum.
Looks like top lane Cho'Gath just
Cho'Gath absolutely
blast coming
catching the volley bear here. Unfortunately, Rammus and Aphelios coming in. Aphelios getting a little greedy here.
Nivea Wall blocks
blocking
well.
off pretty much all of Behrend team there. Ooh, that ult she's just burning mana though. If you let her burn it, that could spell big things if she manages to bleed her mana bar dry.
Coast Guard looking to fight this. It looks, it's going to be a fight for
Here comes a
Misfortune
here.
on
Misfortune ult, not really getting as much damage out as possible. However, still getting that Cho'Gath execute on the volley bear, and this is just going to be another slaughter for Penn State Behrend as Coast Guard seems to just fall apart at the seams here. Not quite tanky enough on the volley bear to actually sustain the damage of that Misfortune ult. Absolutely getting shredded and not having the damage either to even get her low, as she does not have any lifesteal.
That's going to be a Baron for Baron.
Baron.
But at the cost of all of their ults, which honestly, okay.
At this point in the game, they're not. It's not that much of an issue. However, 556 Heartsteel stacks compared to 68 on the volley bear.
How many stacks does the Swain have currently?
How many stacks does Swain have? Let's find out together. Swain has 67 soul fragments with 804 bonus health. That is one tanky bird, man. What's he? How much health? 3,400 max
Zyra
health.
Clearing out some wards, I'm assuming, for that? For Drake. Soon.
Drake probably not even coming up soon. It's not within a minute.
Yeah. Although if Baron gets next one, it should be sold for them, which that's going to be amazing.
Baron is at soul point. Drake not coming up for another 2.5 minutes. So really just Zyra looking to get some income by killing all of Thresh's wards.
Getting
juggle. Absolutely caught out here by the Cho'Gath. This might just be another free stack for him as he's able to run him down.
Execute.
Oh, munch, munch, munch. Down
this
he
Cho'Gath
goes.
is huge.
Physically massive. 9 and 2 as well.
I feel like at some point League should implement a thing where if your champion's too big, they no longer are able to hide in bushes.
As funny as that would be, the last time they had made someone unable to hide in a bush, you got Aurelion Soul. So,
okay, fair enough. Baron pushing bot tower, and they're gonna back off now, especially with the Baron buff. Oh, and mid lane tower is going to go.
Baron not really looking to make these, all-in plays, since they're so far ahead, they really don't want to give up the shutdowns. You know,
They haven't really done it unless it's
700
been
gold
an
on and
objective.
0 deaths on both on the Misfortune. 0 deaths as well on the Swain. Can't go without mention. 16 out of 23 KP. Oh boy, is he massive. Behrend really just looking to wait here. Drake coming up in 1:05. That'll be Cloud Soul for them. And once again,
Behrend,
Cloud Soul.
Yeah, Behrend
Cloud
is
Soul
just-
Ghost on Swain Ultimate. Oh, he's going to be a zoom-in. He'll be able to get on Aphelios and say, no, you're staying with me. As he also now has his Rylai's Crystal Scepter applying, what is it, 30% slow?
I believe it's...
A 30% slow, constant on his ultimate.
That's going to be brutal for most, especially in Nivea as well.
Oh yeah, low mobility champions against a Swain with so much speed.
Behrend fighting really well for vision right now, holding off Coast Guard in their own jungle, which is pretty well. Cho'Gath might be a bit too far out at this point.
Fortunately for Cho'Gath, he
the
does have a massive amount of HP, so he is able to just walk away from these guys.
Absolutely.
I see now why he actually went Merc Treads, as
There's a
lot of CC on CGA's side of the map. Pardon me. So even if he does get stunned, he's able to just kind of walk out. Swain moving up to try to zone the entirety of Coast Guard off here, but Cho'Gath looking to just keep on hitting the Drake. Rammus coming out with no Powerball means no knockup. Swain all coming down. Volibear also on top of the Misfortune, keeping her out of the fight. Kabimus goes back to trying to get her. Cho'Gath going down, but not without taking down the
Being
Thresh
taken
with
by
him.
the Thresh for the golds. Oh, sorry.
Misfortune and Zyra still able to hold off of that Volibear. And here he is, just the Swain able to walk at this Aphelios. Unfortunately, he does have Severum, which means he has so much life still that he's actually out damaging him. But Udyr coming back and actually getting all of that damage off. Oh, baby. So much healing on that Swain. So much speed. No Cloud Soul, though. They did not take it. They are taking it now, and this could just be the end, honestly. 10k gold up. 16 kills. I'm not sure how Coast Guard could come back from this.
Amazing fight. I noticed that Cho'Gath was standing for a bit too long in the Nivea ult, which is why Cho'Gath's health went away so quickly. But,
Oh, yeah. That Nivea ult really shredded him,
Behrend
but...
was able to capitalize on that pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Kabimus actually doubling back to help the Misfortune with the Volibear really securing them the lead there. Volibear actually taking one for the team and trying to actually keep her away from the fight, giving his team a chance to actually kill the Cho'Gath and potentially getting more, but Cho'Gath was just too big, too much of a health bar to chew through, so they couldn't even get to the Udyr or the Swain there. Unfortunately, I don't believe that the Aphelios had the right weapons for the fight either. He had Severum and Crescendum, I believe.
Behrend absolutely warding for Behrend, trying to prepare for that. Seems like Cho'Gath's gonna go in for this Thresh. Oh,
Nope,
no.
looks like he's going for the Aphelios, who actually is going to go down potentially to the Misfortune here. No!
It gets eaten by the Cho'Gath.
Sad Moonboy just gets absolutely munched.
Volley
Rammusol coming in with the knockup here.
But
Looking at this team fight here, Volibear absolutely getting kited out, unable to move against this Behrend team. The
Misfortune
slow from
taking it out.
the
Flash over the Nivea
flash
wall.
over the Nivea
Going
wall.
for the egg.
Cho'Gath going for the egg Nivea, and that will just be curtains. Respawn timers at this point in the game just way too long, and they're way too staggered. 20 seconds in between the Anivia and the Aphelios here. CGA, I keep saying CGC.
yeah,
CGA just unable to hold on as Behrend steamrolls through this last game. Off to a bit of a rocky start, but still absolutely coming back and slamming them through.
Thresh doing a last ditch
Effort, but Misfortune all just popping it solo. The disrespect. GG. Penn State Behrend takes the series 2-1.
Played it really safe in the beginning, and it paid off pretty well.
Absolutely. The late game scaling. Perfect game Misfortune and perfect game Thresh really sealing the deal there.
Swain.
I keep saying Thresh when I mean to say Swain.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No, that was really good.
That was great.
Behrend
That was
really
well played by Penn State Behrend.
Behrend denied a lot of kills in that.
Absolutely.
10 to 31. That was really well done. All
Come
right.
to see the post-game screen here. Wow, actually surprising. Cho'Gath with the most damage in the game with a solid 35,000.
Exactly. No,
Now that's just pleasing to see, honestly.
With the amount of poke he was doing throughout the entire game, I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, with the amount of skirmishing that he and Volibear did, Volibear just being unable to chew through his massive health bar, and Volibear's ability to just keep getting his back, really just lets him farm up the damage stat. But also those executes by the end of the game, I imagine we're dealing upwards of like 1,600 damage.
Oh, absolutely.
With all the Heartsteel procs he had.
No, the Aphelios, I believe, was at half health at one point, and the Cho'Gath just went on. Yeah.
Right at the end, though, just securing the kill on the Aphelios was pretty massive.
Flashing over the Anivia wall as well to just get the egg, although it was taken by the swing. But that last fight was very good.
Absolutely. Very well played on Behrend's behalf.
All right.
So, unfortunately, that is our last game for the night. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Monday, we will have Super Smash Bros., I believe, will be streamed. I believe it's Monday.
Okay, yeah.
Smash Bros. Will be streamed Monday. Tuesday is Valorant.
You're right.
Wednesday is Overwatch and Rocket League. So, Monday, we will be back to our regularly scheduled caster. That will be for the Super Smash Bros. Match coming up. And then Tuesday, don't forget to catch our Valorant League. And then Wednesday, as previously said, will be Overwatch and Rocket League. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great evening.